always, thank you for everyone who is starting to join us right as we go live. We are right in the middle of our 7-week playthrough of Assassin's Creed Origins, Curse of the Pharaohs DLC. So as usual, we have our two SASA gamers, Kate and Alex here, and the whole playthrough we are joined by Dr. Briana Jackson from Pharaohs Studio, which is also one of our Port Ancient partners. And today we have on Dr. Daniele Salvoldi. He can correct me in that I didn't even ask him how to say it. I'm sorry, I butchered that. But anyways, as usual, what is SASA? SASA stands for Save Ancient Studies Alliance. It's our mission to reverse the current downward trend in the study of the ancient world by engaging the public and bringing together students and scholars to share their passion for the study of the ancient world in order to inspire a vast new generations of students. So of course we do this by doing these live Archeo gaming events. We do other live events like book clubs and things on Instagram, live tours and stuff like that. Reading groups, we do research on the downward trend. We have an open access database on our website with over 1,000 sources on it. So please go check all that stuff out. You can find us by searching Save Ancient Studies Alliance on basically anywhere: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Discord, LinkedIn. Please follow and subscribe to stay up to date with everything SASA. Some protocol for the event: please be kind and respectful. Please talk in the chat. We love to hear from you, especially asking like amazing questions, because that's what we're here for, having experts in the field to chat with you guys. These videos will be recorded and saved on Twitch and then also put on YouTube and Facebook, so you can check them out there. And as always, there are spoiler alerts. Last but not least, if you like the things you see from SASA, please consider becoming a recurring donor for as little as $3 a month. This helps us fund everything from just subscriptions to the kinds of platforms we use to being able to pay our experts that are coming in and doing things with us. So thank you for joining us, and I will hand it over to the team.
Thank you, Lauren. So thank you everyone for being here. Hello everyone who's coming in right now. Thank you, Daniele, for accepting our invitation to this madness. So we are very, very happy to have yet another Italian and yet another Egyptologist on this
in that order,
stream.
right?
Can you imagine? Ta-da!
Just trying to join. I have to join Twitch in order to chat. So I'm trying to solve the puzzle that gives you. In order to say hi everyone, I'm still trying to figure out. Pick the dice pair adding up to 6. Okay.
Okay, so while he tries to, we can have some spoilers for the episode today. First of all, trigger warnings for human remains, resuscitated pharaohs, heresy, shining things. Today, we are going to be very heavy on the religious stuff and the architecture too, because we happen to have two people who know a lot about the Amarna period. So thank you, Briana, for being at the commands as always.
I muted or turned way down the music, so if you guys are expecting music, it's not going to be here. But that's so that we don't get whatever they do, copyright strikes and all that.
Issues. Yeah.
I just also want to mention that we are joined by Amun and Akhenaten, and they're gonna fight.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Nice.
Nice.
Anyway,
nice. We are prepared, and we have the mushroom here. This is not a normal stream.
We've got buns. Look at all of our buns. Look at all of our hair. We got some fabulous hair going on up in here.
Yeah, exactly. No, we have everyone has a bun today, including Daniele. So. It is, all right. So while Daniele tries to figure out how to sign up on Twitch, you did it, you made it. Okay, so I think we can start the game. And in the meantime, Dr. Salvoldi, please tell us how to pronounce your name and who are you and what are you doing in our stream?
Okay, Daniele in Italian, it's a male name, Daniele. And Salvoldi, it's okay. I am an Egyptologist with a PhD from Pisa University, 2011. And I had a postdoc in Berlin in the meanwhile, and since 2016 I've been living in Egypt, and I teach history of architecture in 3 different universities: the American University in Cairo, the Arab Academy for Science and Technology, and the German University in Cairo. And why I'm here? Well, I'm very passionate about gaming, and this game is one of my favorites. Meanwhile, Briana is killing people.
Oh yeah, on this stream we commit arson at every turn. We kill people, we poison them so they puke. So yeah, it's that kind of stream. Today we are
and I'm going
on a
to
schedule.
do my general. I'm going to die within 5 minutes. Oh, I'm not going to die within 5 minutes. Well, look at that. Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. That's good. That's good.
You are
that's okay.
in Medina now.
Yeah. We are in Deir Medina. So the directions for today, Dr. Jackson, please select the quest, The Heretic.
Ah! I'm so excited. Okay, it's selected. Woo! All right, we have to go to the East Bank or where?
Yeah. So we've already met our beautiful wife of Amun. We've met Isidora, who told us to get a speckle of gold from the statue of Amun. And then after that, we will be able to go see our boy, your boy, not my boy, Akhenaten. But yeah, so the for those who are not following the story, there is a curse in Thebes, and pharaohs are coming out, and they're angry for blood, and so they just kill people around. And Bayek has been, as always, involved in things that are bigger than him. So we are trying to get some gold from a statue of Amun to I think like fight the heresy in this case. So I think I will leave the talking to the people who actually know more about religion. So tell us about this heresy. What are we talking about? Which period are we talking about? What's going on? Why is Akhenaten a heretic? So I can drink my tea.
Go for it, Daniele.
That's for me. Yeah, we are. Well, the game is set in late Ptolemaic Egypt, so it's roughly 1,300 years after Akhenaten and the heresy, which is something quite weird because probably nobody at the time would be aware of that period, and there would have been probably just a very faded memory about some time of a certain pharaoh, Amenhotep, doing crazy things and upsetting the gods. This surfaced a little bit later in a story from Flavius Joseph, who writes about this idea that there is a king that has done something and he's named Amenhotep. And so who is this Amenhotep? Amenhotep IV, who later would change his name, is a king of the late 18th dynasty. We are in the New Kingdom, so again 1350 BCE, more or less. And it's a very, very complicated time of Egyptian history. We have Egyptologists split between those who love him and those who hate him. And I think most hate him because it really, the label heretic is... It's a modern label, but somehow it reflects what the ancient Egyptians also thought of him. He who we should not speak of. He has, after he dies, he has this aura of cursed. So I think it's very appropriate, for the game to depict him this way. So what does he do? He basically gets obsessed with the sun. And the definition of what God is, and even though it's often labeled as monotheism, or there's one God only, it's not really accurate, and it probably reflects more on our perception of Judaism and Christianity and maybe Islam as a monotheistic religion. It's more like ignoring the other gods, sometimes harming them, and giving the privilege to this new god that he creates almost from nothing. I mean, we have some mentions of this god called the Aten before, but this iconography of the sun disk with the rays coming down that we would see sometimes here and there in the game is a creation of the period. And with this creation of the period, it's theological. We have a name of this god, which is written into 2 cartouches, which are usually used for kings and not for gods. And it's a very complicated definition. It's not just the sun disk is the power within the sun disk that operates from sunrise to sunset, etc., etc. And it comes with a lot of changes in art specifically. We have really a peculiar style of the period. And also in the conception of the king and of the royal family, which is not really innovative, is more conservative or even reactionary. He really goes back to the models of the old kingdom where the king is God. And in fact, the god is not the Aten only, but it's a sort of triad. The god, the sun up, the king and his wife, and they operate as a sort of trinity, if I can say this word. And then everything goes through the king and his approval. And this is reflected very, very, very well in private tombs, where people do not show themselves anymore doing their daily activities, but they do show mainly the king and the royal family doing their own daily activity, where the private owner of the tomb is just there to serve them. So it's really related to how the king manages everything. It's an adventure that lasts for 17 years or a little bit more. We have the highest date of Akhenaten, 17. And then we have probably 2-3 years of co-regent, perhaps starting a little bit earlier, and 1 or 2 successors. One of them has been recognized very recently to be a woman. And then the identity of this woman is it's a debatable question. The fact is that shortly after, all what he did, including building a new city and the theology and everything, is quickly abandoned. It does leave a mark. It leaves a mark very strong in art and very strong in religion, but in different ways. And they quickly erase him from the annals of history. This very strong damnatio memoriae, to the point that we had no idea about this king until the beginning of the 19th century, maybe late 18th century, the first explorations of this site of Amarna, where he built a new city for his god. And then you say, who's this king? We never heard of it. It's not in Manetho, no? Manetho is this Ptolemaic list of kings, so late, in the time of Bayek, a little bit earlier, which was one of the main sources for us to reconstruct the history. I think that's enough for introduce the thing.
No,
I told you it's very complicated. Very complicated.
No, that was fantastic, and we're like, I'm sure everyone in the chat is impressed with the level of knowledge and detail that we get. Also, someone in the chat is saying,
right now,
Akhenaten, what if everything was about me? I'm like, yes, I mean. But that's also every pharaoh, right? I mean, everything is about pharaoh all the time. That's why you're pharaoh. That comes with the job. Okay.
Nice to be
arson. Arson. Nice. Someone is asking if the bath towel is period appropriate armor for this time period.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. It is the most. It's probably like the most accurate in the game. I will fight everyone who says everything else, mostly because I take issue with the pants. People would not wear pants at this time, especially not in Egypt.
But also, it's a Roman period, so they had bathhouses everywhere.
Roman legionaries would wear something.
Yeah, but like Bayek, not a legionary?
No.
Why would he wear pants? No. Also, while we have Bayek passed by several arrows, that looks painful. But yes, that is good. Also, Daniele, we are. I don't know if you remember this particular part of the DLC, but it's like West Side Story. We have the signs of gangs on the walls. There's the Aten gang. There's the Ankh gang. There's the Wadjet Eye gang. And so we figured that probably it's like we're like on the west side of Manhattan in like the 1960s, rather than in Thieves. So if you ever want to start singing, you are welcome. But instead of singing "I met a girl named Maria," you need to sing "I met a girl named Merit Aten," and adjust the lyrics from there. That being said, today the tea is strong.
There is a question: meaning underwear or pants meaning trousers?
James is a British man, so he's asking the right questions.
Yes.
Let's talk about ancient Egyptian underwear.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? It's a fascinating subject.
Yes,
There
it was a
is,
thing for sure.
There is a lovely collection in the museum in Torino.
Yes.
From the tomb of Akha. This Akha was an architect in the time of Amenhotep II, and it was one of the few private tombs found intact. It was found in the early 20th century by Ernesto Schiaparelli, and the burial equipment has a lot of very simple domestic kind of objects, including a perizoma. What was just a piece of cloth in a triangular shape that would be folded to cover that part of the body.
The best part is that it's monogrammed, so so you would know that stuff was Ka's and not his wife's or his children or anyone else. Ka, the architect, also has the most beautiful, delightful makeup set in a beautiful box. It's a wooden box with inlaid in faience and other semi-precious stones and ivory and other things, with his name, his razors, his mirror, and his makeup palette, because he was a high-ranking person, and so he would wear fantastic makeup. Or at least that's how he portrayed himself in his Book of the Dead, in his tomb, and everything else. Did Egyptian men take classes in makeup? Probably.
Briana, if you can move or Dr. Jackson, if you can move Bayek to look at us, you will see that he's actually wearing makeup. He has kohl in his eye, the black. If you can play have us look at him, you see that his eyes, the contour of the eye is darkened. And that's because he's wearing kohl, which is, kohl today is something different. Kohl in the ancient Egyptian culture was a mineral that was made into powder, and then it would be applied to the eyes. That's the eye of Horus, basically, the same concept. And it was believed, and it is believed nowadays, that has medical,
medical properties.
Yeah, properties would keep the eye. You must be aware that back in the days, but if you look at even travel accounts in Egypt in the 19th century, one of the main problems of people were eye infections because of the sand, and it was a huge problem. So by applying kohl, they were actually trying to fight this.
Would it also keep away those damned small flies that bite the soft flesh here, the Minniti? We had those when we were working in Egypt and in Sudan. They're like teeny flies and or mosquito things that just bite the underside of your eyes, the inside of your ears, and everywhere there is soft flesh. They just
seriously, that's nasty.
Yeah.
I haven't experienced that, thank God.
Yeah. That's why we were all covered in things.
Going back to trousers is a Germanic. It's a Germanic item of fashion. It was not used. Even in the West until the so-called barbarian invasions, even the Romans would in certain context only wear short trousers. But normally it's the long dress.
It's because I just wanted to point out that this is
the horses.
Ramesses II's victory in Thebes horse, who we talked about last time.
Yes,
and this is his or her headdress that we're looking at right now. How cute is that, you guys?
That is fantastic. That is fantastic. Oh, we love that. And once again, I have Ramesses with his two horses and his lion on my wall. I cannot show you that, unfortunately, but it is. We love that.
Check out this papyrus too.
What is that Greek tag? Yeah.
Oh,
this is my thing. What?
Alex has entered the chat.
Yeah, I don't recognize it exactly.
I will give them credit for having everything in capital Greek letters. Daniele, one of the first streams that we did, they had Pythagoras' theorem in Greek in an Egyptian place. Just for reasons. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it said BC.
Yeah,
Like, wait,
it
what?
gave like the dates of his life and birth and death BC. So that was a thing
It
that
said
happened.
BC. So we were
I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and
Take a
look it up
screenshot,
later so we can move on. But
right. I think y'all are gonna have opinions on where the tomb of Akhenaten is situated, because that is where we are going now. We have taken the fleck of gold from the statue of Amun, and so to fight the heresy, we're going to the tomb of Akhenaten. So where should it be? So we can discuss where it should be while we are going where it is in game.
Are we going back to the Valley of the Kings?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh!
I mean, what the fuck? You can fast travel to Setmat.
Yes. Or I can actually fast travel to Ramesses' tomb. Should we set it on fire again?
Yes, I think we should. We got pissed. So where would Akhenaten's tomb be in real life?
In Amarna, which doesn't exist in this game, apparently.
Well, no. No, not really.
There is Hermopolis. No, you get to Hermopolis. Are you in the tomb of Akhenaten now? Yeah.
No, this is Ramesses II that we're setting on fire because they didn't give him royal paintings, and so we're practicing our arsonist skills.
I like to set things on
a
fire.
statement.
It's supposed to be near Hermopolis, and they I don't even know what they were thinking when they put together Hermopolis, because it's a mess, and we need to set that place on fire again also.
You did. You did that.
Yes.
Well, there is the tomb you're probably going to now, which is, well, now we are already inside the Valley of the King, but when you approach the Valley of the King, so from the entrance, so from the other side, you would find it on your left. And I believe what they are using here is KV-55, King's Valley. And that was a very, very puzzling tomb when it was discovered, because we actually have no clue what happened. It's a clusterfuck.
Well, so we are now entering CSI Valley of the Kings. Let's talk about KV-55.
KV-55 was discovered in 1905, I believe, and it was a vandalized royal burial in an unfinished tomb, probably meant to be a royal tomb, because it is in the Valley of the Kings, and it has a grand staircase, but it's undecorated, so there's nothing on the walls. And the burial equipment was, as I said, vandalized. Somebody went in after a while and destroyed everything, hacked the name of the person from the sarcophagus and from the shrine and from everything that was there. So we have a lot of things in a very poor state of preservation, and we have a body that is now just a skeleton with a few bones. It used to be in the Egyptian Museum in Tahrir. I think they moved it now, but I don't think it's on display. And
it is in a very sorry state.
Yeah, now it's just bones. It's nothing. And then back in the days, they did several examinations, and every examination was like, it's a man, no, it's a woman, no, it's a young man, it's 18, no, it's 35. So they were really trying to stretch it to understand who this person is. So it's usually labeled as Semenkhara, this short-lived successor of Akhenaten. But it might be Akhenaten himself or somebody else. So the sarcophagus also, and the equipment, has things taken from the tomb of Ti, the mother of Akhenaten. There are objects that are clearly crafted for a female person, objects that are crafted for a male. So it's really one of the big clusterfucks of Egyptology, if I can say that word. I love it.
Yes, we can. On this stream, we swear a lot.
Okay.
The problem with all these DNA studies on mummies, well, there are several problems. One is that extracting DNA from an ancient body is a mess. Another one with the big 2010 study is that they released the results, but not the methodology or the raw data. So you kind of have to take that at face value, which is a big methodological problem because you don't, if you don't see the raw data, then yes, it could be that they did their due diligence, or they did not because they wanted certain mummies to be certain people. That is the problem. That is the problem with those DNA studies. So every time you say, oh, the DNA study proved that this mummy is this person at this age, blah, 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 not even a pinch of salt, like a mine of salt. It is very, very difficult.
There is a school of thought that thinks that any DNA coming from Egypt, it's not reliable. You can go back like 800 years, but not more. And any DNA done older than that is probably contaminated. There are two groups: people who think yes, we can use them, and people who can't. I absolutely love the wall paintings because what you're seeing now is a scene from a tomb in Amarna with the king riding the horse chariot through the temple, mixed with other images of different tombs. And there is another one on the other wall, if you can point it.
This one? This
just
wall?
I think to the right where you see? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No. Sorry, not this one. The one behind you. Just walk back, please. And you will see there is an image of Akhenaten. Walk out and to the right. This one to the right. The king on the chair, being This is taken from the blocks of the Luxor, of the temple that he built early on in Luxor in Thebes, before he had to leave the place because it was too closely associated with Amun. And he is being carried around, and apparently he is celebrating his Hebsed, his jubilee, his 30 regnal year, which he actually didn't reach. So it's a problem as well. There is a problem. How come a king is celebrating a ceremony that normally is celebrated 30 years after the beginning of the reign? And some people used it as a proof of the co-regency, that he was actually instated with his father, Amenhotep III, and then at a certain point reigned alone for 17 years or less, and then he reached 13 because of this, so he could actually celebrate it. But it's a very weak argument, I think. But these details of what they're using for the decoration of the tombs, it's just an echo. This is actually better, the one behind you. But it's the same repeated over and over.
Oh, yes. Yeah, they just copied and pasted the textures, which is okay, I get it. The thing this whole temple is a mess, and it's times like this that I wonder why. I thought they consulted Egyptologists. Why didn't they listen to them in situations like this? I mean, there should be not this border at the top. They should not have this textile pattern on the ceiling. And one thing I just wanted to point out over here is this little doodad, where it says, "I leave my legacy in the hands of my queen, in trust and knowledge that she shall pass it to my son when he has come of age." And I'm just wondering if they're trying to indicate that Nefertiti ruled after him.
And she was the mother, or at least that Akhenaten was the father of Tutankhamun. Because he's saying my son, not our son. Once again, we don't know who Tutankhamun's parents were.
Take a look at this. What?
Oh, okay. I'm confused.
This is from the tomb of Seti the First.
Right.
These red line, I might be mistaken, but it looks like something from the tomb of Seti the First. Because there are parts of the tomb of Seti the First that have just the red line contour of the images, and then nobody managed to finish it. It's absolutely beautiful. But of course, I think we should not be too nerdy about it.
No, we
can. We can be as nerdy as we want.
Briana, get into this tomb. Get into the tomb, or something. God help me.
We had a department meeting last year when we had the Corona thing, and then I said, you know what? I use Assassin's Creed to teach some pyramids and things because it's not really proportionate, but it's very useful to give an idea about things. And one professor said I was involved in the thing, and they never listened to what I said. I hate the
there
game.
you go.
I said, okay, but actually, it's good.
Also, fun fact, fun fact for like people who follow us. The first time I was involved with Archeo Gaming, it was actually a talk that I gave with Dr. Salvoldi, with Daniele, using Assassin's Creed Origins on Hellenistic Alexandria, and that was also the first time we ever interacted with Alex. So it was like a meeting of the minds.
That was the first Archeo Gaming stream I ever saw. Actually.
The gods.
I really liked it. It was fantastic, and I love the interactive, immersive experience of it. By the way, since we're also talking about Ubisoft and consultants, there's this article that came out last year by Perrine Poilon, who was a consultant on the Discovery Tour, and it kind of details the way the way that they handle consultants. So I'm gonna put that in the chat for anyone who's interested.
Please do.
I'm scared.
Thank you.
I love
the way you enter the afterlife through the false door Stila. It's just I think it's genius. When you enter,
it is.
Oh, you're right. I didn't think of that actually.
Yeah, so maybe we should explain what a false door is. A false door is, a representation of a door that is found in tombs, and it is a door with the mat rolled up, so that the soul of the deceased can go to and fro between the world of the living, or rather his chapel where he's receiving offerings, and the world of the dead. And it is, I think it starts like in Old Kingdom, Egypt. Like I remember a lot of mastabas with like the false door. And it is literally the door to the afterlife. So this detail they got right, and it's fantastic. And usually on a false door you would have like the offering inscription as like a very specific formula. And you may have a picture of the deceased in front of a table, literally like overboarding with food and other stuff, usually bread and beer, but you can also have ducks, sweets, all sorts of things. And that is an offering that the king makes for the Osiris, the deceased, blah, blah, blah. And you can also have images of the deceased in there, like, ouch.
I was unprepared. I'm sorry. I was like, really, I had curtains in my face, and it was weird. Sorry about that. Many apologies. All right.
That's okay. But anyways, we like that detail a lot. And these dudes trying to stop you from entering. It's like, couldn't they just ask you questions? Like, what is the name of the Guardian? What is the name of the Or? What is the name of the Pro? But I get it, right? We want more fighting.
You are dead. You can't. Anubis, if you see, it says you do not belong here.
That's true.
I love the atmosphere, the ambiance they give. All this water also in the entrance and the colossal stand.
Oh yeah. This guy is annoying. Okay. Also,
is the fact that she's wearing or he's wearing a towel?
It's like
maybe you should wear proper armor.
That's true. There's a dress code for the afterlife, and the dress code is actually your best clothes.
The armor apparently has no. It doesn't do anything. Apparently, am I right about that? Yeah. It
doesn't do anything. No, in this game doesn't do anything. That's okay.
No.
But also, like, it's refreshing to see like a scantily dressed man.
In Odyssey, you have to wear something in order.
Yeah, in Odyssey you have to. Although it's also good in Odyssey to have scantily dressed protagonists. But what am I even saying? But anyways,
in Odyssey it doesn't really matter that much. I feel like there's so much armor that you can just. Every new thing you pick up is going to be strong enough to do whatever you want it to do.
I mean, in Valhalla, more or less, just it kind of, Am
I supposed to be going? Yes, I am. All right.
Oh yeah. Go towards the light.
A bit faster, please.
You can use just dash, chilling. I think.
Yeah, you can dash. So here we are.
Oh wow.
Here we are.
Briana hasn't seen this before. She's
Briana hasn't seen this. Briana,
No.
if you want to send Senu up, you will see a very familiar landscape.
Oh my god, this is so cool! Look at the mountain! It has rays. Does it have hands? Oh, I want to see hands. No, there's no hands. I mean, it wouldn't, but how amazing is this?
The grabby hands of the Aten.
I have tears in my eyes. Like, literally, I do. It's so weird.
This is the reaction. This is the content. This is what we stream for.
Egyptologists react to.
Yes, exactly. Oh, this is so cool. There's the water. I don't think Amarna ever had all that water, but that's okay. But that's just me.
They did have actually the palace was right on the water.
Nice.
I mean, we don't have a lot of it surviving, but yeah, the palace was definitely right on the water. And if we're going to believe that in Mai's tomb, the palace is Amarna.
Sorry. Can you send Senu back? Because this view of the columns with the palm trees, that's exactly how the Amarna harbor looks like in one of the Amarna tombs. You have terraces, and you have ramps, and you have the palm trees, and you have the people busy in the harbor.
That's the tomb of Mai, I believe.
It's just behind. Can you just fly back now?
Can do a 180. Okay. 360?
Yeah. We're going back to the... Oops, we're going to run into some palaces.
There you go, like that.
Yeah, that's it. The thing behind it, that wall and terraces, which is actually in the game, you'll see it's the... Can I say, or I can't spoiler? That's the... No. The temple of the Aten.
I mean, no, that's fine. I mean, I'm sure, like we've established that we are in the Aten afterlife, right? So yes, it is one of the great temples of Aten.
Wow.
Have you seen the bridge? You have to go see the bridge. Please go see
go see the bridge. So the temples of the Aten are open. So if you are sensitive to sunlight, sucks for you. It is your problem and not ours or our gods. Whereas other temples are, covered and darker and everything else.
I'm sorry, I interrupted.
That's why he wears a towel on his head, right?
That's true.
That's a complete paradigm shift if you think about it. The ancient Egyptian temple is dark and narrow and secluded. Nobody can go inside except the priest, the high priests, and the king. While here, you have basically open courtyards. It's open to the sky. That's the bridge.
Yes.
That's the Amarna bridge. This is the thing that excites me the most in this game. The bridge is here an actual bridge, right?
Yeah.
And it's connecting the royal palace with the grand temple
and the giant scorpions.
Exactly. It's inspired by a real feature in the city of Akhenaten, which is the pedestrian bridge. It's a bridge, actually, it's the first pedestrian bridge of architectural history. It's a pedestrian bridge that crosses the main avenue of the city that was several meters wide. And it's a pedestrian bridge for the use of the king and the royal family only, and the courtiers. It would connect the public part of the palace with the private part of the palace. So the king can go from one part of the palace to the other without getting down, just crossing. It's an amazing architectural feature in Amarna, and I think that they used it here. It just blows me. It's like amazing, blows my mind.
Yeah. No, this afterlife is phenomenal.
It is awesome, yes.
Can I ask, I'm not an Egyptologist, I'm just wondering, what about the colors on the columns? Are those like the colors you would have found? Like with the blue or...
Yeah, the color code is a bit fancy. I think this blue is probably not the right blue. You would have green, red, yellow. They would definitely be painted. Everything in ancient sculpture would have been painted. And I love how they gild also a lot of things. You have
Yes.
You have columns molding here in the corner of the pylon, gilded.
Let me talk about gilded columns for 1 second. We know that it was a whole temple in Kawa, which is in Sudan, that had gilded columns. Oh, the cat! My God!
I miss the cat. I'm over here like looking at the art.
It's a fluff.
The thing I wish about the bridge is that they had the actual paintings. That would have been just tops in my book. Sorry. Back to Kate. Yes.
What?
So I was saying that, in Kawa we have a temple whose columns are all gilded because they had gold and they had to show off, and Taharka, I think it was Taharka who built it, was like, why just gilding some things? Let's gild everything. Let's put gold on everything. We have plenty of it. Every column. And it must have been a sight, and also tacky. Anyways.
Yeah, no, I was wondering about the gold especially because I was wondering if it's an Isu thing or it was just more historically correct. But that's
yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean. You know, I always thought it was ISU and not Isu. It's not dark. I gotta kill that guy. I gotta one-shot him. Oh, there's two.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah, there's several. Yes, Briana has a long history with giant scorpions, as we all do.
I like to climb up to their butts and then kill them.
You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here first.
Author bio.
Yeah, that's it. Someone clip that, please.
Where am I going? Oh, I gotta go over here.
The ceremony in the farm.
Oh my God. Oh yes, we need to. Oh, I know exactly who just showed up in the chat. Very, very pleased to welcome my old room neighbor at St. John's College at UBC, Yasmin, who is the first person with whom I played Assassin's Creed Origins. And we were young and giving everyone a hard day at work with our giant axe. So this is fantastic. I'm very happy. I'm so happy. Oh my God.
Look how awesome the Sphinx is.
Look at this Sphinx. It's amazing. We do have representations of Akhenaten exactly in a Sphinx pose, and they just use the Aten disc. In this case, it's a sphere to reference to the artifacts. So they are really intertwining, the real art history and the real thing with this history of Assassin's Creed and the ISU and whatever the artifact. I think it fits perfectly, that Akhenaten was actually worshipping an artifact, and that's how he, it's so credible, Of course, it's not true, but it's amazing.
Wow.
It's a cartouche of Menterra.
Of course it's Menterra. It's Tutmosis again. It's Tutmosis again. That is not Akhenaten's cartouche, but that's okay.
Yes. I like how he's
that.
smiling. They made it look like he's smiling more than what he usually looks like in his statues.
He looks very pleased with himself.
Yes,
nice.
That makes sense.
I was right.
Yeah, but also it makes sense for any sort of cat to be very pleased with himself once he catches a ball of yarn or anything.
I gotta destroy 5 Atens?
False idol.
The false idol, Bayek here really, really buying into the Ramesside propaganda. And this is the content I want.
As a character, Bayek is quite concerned. If you look through the game, he is very concerned about the religion and the gods and the due respect. And very often he is takes this conservative, I would say, stance.
Yeah. I mean, can I say it? He's a cop. So I'm not surprised when another friend of mine was driven in Italian would say Bayek amico delle guardie, and to be fair, he is a guardia, so I mean it makes sense. He also comes from a fairly conservative region because Siwa is not the forefront of all sort of of any sort of fashion or social revolution. It's it's a backwater.
Crocodile.
You're going somewhere. There are crocodiles, I think.
I was adrift for some bizarre reason.
Yeah, well, adrift on the waters of the Aten. But this is so cool. I like this afterlife a lot.
So
I think it's
pretty, peaceful.
Yeah, it's very peaceful. Did Akhenaten deserve that? Did he deserve that?
Wait for the Anubis. And
oh yeah, he was like.
I love these boats with you see the axe. There is an oil lamp, and there's this beautiful axe hanging from the mast.
Yeah.
These details are just amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic, and like they took stuff like in the museums and just plopped the models in there. I have a question that like I asked because when I was studying Egyptian archaeology, I was clearly not studying the Amarna period. What kind of afterlife is visualized in the Amarna religion? Like, do we know? Do we not know? Are there any hints in like the hymns or the tombs? I'm very curious.
They were kind of
for me
quiet about the afterlife. There's a lot of scholars who think that they didn't even believe in one.
Oh, okay.
But
they're like, yeah.
To me, that doesn't make sense because why have tombs then?
There are some discussions about what they. I mean, it's not really clear. What I remember, what I understand is that you have like an absence of, while in private tombs before and after you clearly see what's gonna awaiting you after you die. The judgment of the gods and the negative confession where you say what you haven't done, and then the weighing of the heart, and then the sanctioning of your purity, and so you enter the afterlife. There is absolute silence in any Amarna tomb about this, and it's all so focused on the present. You are living with the God King, and he is doing it, and that's it. From what we understand is this great stress that the Amarna religion puts in offerings, and is hundreds of altars in the open air with food offerings on them, looks like they would be partaken by the dead. We have the Amarna tombs with the deceased as traditionally represented on the entrance, on the two door jumps or in the passage to the tomb. And one of them is usually looking inside and the other is looking outside. So it's the sunset and the sun rising. There are prayers to the sun rising. It looks like, as in the religious text, the night is qualified as death. No, this great hymn to the Aten, which is this religious text. It's a hymn, but it's a poem that somehow tells us about the religion of Akhenaten. Clearly says there is life when the sun is up, and when the sun is down, everything is dark, and the scorpion might bite you, and the thief might rob you, and it's like being dead. And this equation is quite clear in the tombs, because the deceased looks like is waiting for the morning sun to rise, and then get out as a spirit into the great temple of the Aten, and partake into the offerings that the priests are placing on the altars. And then when the sun sets, you have to go back to your tomb, and nothing happens. There's nothing. So it's like a perennial waking up and going to sleep.
It's a 9 to 5.
Gotta get up, go to work, go back to
and done, and there's nothing. One thing that is appears in the Amarna period and disappears shortly after is the depiction of the deceased as a dead person. You never see in Egyptian art a corpse. You only see the living person, and you see the mummy, that is the glorified Osiris version of the dead. But you never see the don't feed the pigeons of the barbirds.
On this stream, but we could sing "Feed the Birds," but we won't. Sorry, back to the dead.
Yeah, I was telling you that in the Amarna period you have very few, but you still have them depictions of the dead person, the deceased person on the bed. One of them is in the royal tomb in Amarna, where you see the royal family mourning a set of princesses that have predeceased the king, and they are portrayed as dead on their bed or as a statue glorified under a canopy, and you also have the appearance of the sarcophagus that doesn't have the mummy shape that was normal before, but it has a human shape, the body shape, and then this will be taken on into the Ramesside period. So there is a different weird attitude, weird for us because it's always a problem of interpretation. What does that mean? We don't know, but it's different. We can notice these few things.
Yeah, Briana, you can walk on the bridge if you want. You know, if you feel like it to reach the next statue. I know you would like to.
The gods.
It's full of guards, but you know you could kill your way through the bridge.
Oh, this is what I like to do. Yes, what a good plan.
Don't I know, my friends?
Can I
Standing on the carpet.
Bridge of supplicants. How interesting.
High over every land.
Mm-hmm.
Thy race encircled the lands.
And they are reading the great hymn. Well,
Yeah.
parts of
Oh,
yeah, parts of the great hymn.
Shining.
Phase and circle the lands.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Gracious.
you didn't see me. Nobody saw me.
Yeah, I was saying I can't stand the carpets. The carpets are really annoying. They are so un-ancient Egyptian.
I know that's Orientalism in the chat with us. You know, it's always present, right? Because you can't have the Orient without pelts and carpets and flowers and other things.
Incense and
incense,
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, they were big on incense, but not.
yeah, but it's
carpet.
like an iconography that is.
Yeah, but also like, can you fucking imagine trying to keep those carpets clean in the desert? I mean, honestly, no.
They wouldn't have used carpets in the first place. They used mats. Reed mats.
Exactly. So you can just, clean them and just
You,
shake them and throw
nevertheless,
them away.
in the game, you have, if you go back one day to Deir el Medina, you can see some of them hanging. You see some blankets. And one of them looks a version taken again from the tomb of Ka, because it has lotus flowers. Amazing design. So I really hate carpets that are
Yeah,
autumn-
these are autumn carpets.
they don't fit. And purple, even. Like, what? More guards coming.
Oh.
Opa.
Oh, whew. All right. Well, that was fun. Thanks, guys. It was good exercise.
Nice. Thank you, guys. It's been a hoot. And now let's go kill more people on the
Get
other
some
side.
loot over here. Take some of your stuff.
I mean, they don't need it. They're dead.
Oh, we got another dude over here. Where are you coming from?
Where are you coming? Where do you go?
Yes, why don't
Someone in
you-
the chat is saying, do you see this shit, Edward Said? Fair. Although I don't particularly love Edward Said for reasons. Mainly Aeschylus the Persians. But yes, that is the meme that we need right now.
Maybe Edward Kenway.
Edward Kenway. Someone in the chat would definitely love Edward Kenway. You know that. Look
What
at
is
this beautiful
that?
bridge.
Okay, I thought I was like seeing something weird there with that Anubis. Are they all wearing dresses like this guy? Because he looks really cool.
He's one of those that can resuscitate the others. So
Blessed.
because he has the scepter. So he's an officer. But that's okay.
Oh, really?
All right. Well, sorry, my
It's a real
friends.
staff, actually. It's a staff taken from a real tomb.
Oh, you're so
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, really?
That's it.
Yeah,
You might
let
have
me
a
get
staff.
closer look at you.
Also have priests with masks, but these are real Anubis. I like how
Yeah.
the body is like gilded, partly gilded.
Yes.
You have a few depictions of priests actually wearing masks, and you really see because of the way the Egyptians portray things like as a section or as a profile. You really see the mask being worn on the head. But these are real Anubis.
Wearing some
These
nice
guys-
underwear.
Oh,
well,
here we
I
are
fried
Flipped
again.
him over and then I turned up his skirt.
The Egyptian
apparently.
trunks.
Oh,
Anubis
man.
trunk.
The Anubis trunk. That's right. The boxers, because we would never have like someone wearing a speedo in, you know, it needs to be PG-13. Although, I mean, let's be honest, Mediterranean men, speedos. So we are
Palace. How cool.
we are in the royal palace.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh, we got Nefertiti over here with her little baby girls.
Oh, with her baby girls and the flat top crown.
Yes.
As we know, and the grabby hands of the Aten.
And the cheek.
You're right, he is very grabby, isn't he?
Yes, like always
does not
putting,
ask
you know,
for
fingers
consent.
in noses.
No.
Does not ask for consent. It's just eat. It's like an overbearing grandma that's just feeding you. He's just feeding you life continuously.
Look at these
Eat me,
absurd
Doza.
cartouches. What is happening with these?
Whose cartouches are those?
And
Ankanken?
who?
Who are you?
Oh, a scorpion. Ooh.
Several, actually.
Oh, there are several scorpions in here?
Yeah, there's at least 2. Well, you know what we do with scorpions.
Yeah, you know what to do.
You know what to do. We trust you.
set myself on
Don't catch
fire
fire.
first.
Oh my god.
Ooh, one shot them while on fire. To make
Yeah,
it even
that would have
more
been fun.
action filmy.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
those
the
ones are-
famous.
Those ones are
These
having a party together.
braziers, they look very much Art Deco 1920s.
Oh, the flower pots too, dude.
Yeah, also, yeah.
I mean, honestly, and the Anubis standards because, right? Because because why not? Let's see. We're gonna give the Scorpions a bad day. Also, can I just say that I'm very proud of how much Briana has improved with a bow from the beginning of this stream.
Yeah.
Thank you!
Like she's really been doing her homework. The first we were like lock on the kill, lock on, just use your bow. And she was just matching
Like,
left
what?
and right.
What are fingers? What are...
Exactly, but we're
are
very
things?
proud. This is like the character development. Also loot them because they give you charge of stars.
And they give you things.
I don't think you
not.
did.
Ayy, Oops. Uh-oh. Alright.
Yeah,
Alright,
it's
well.
friends. Oh wait, I couldn't do it because I don't have my axe!
Oh
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Oh wait,
my
yeah. Where did it
god.
go?
She's using the conductor of souls that gives health. Oh my god.
Oh, it grabs you.
Aye.
That was
Oh.
very cool. How cool was
Yeah.
that though? Alright, we need to get
That
my...
was the
Ew,
coolest
it's like
thing, yeah.
Kill it. Finish the. Oh,
wiggling. Ugh. That's
Ew,
disgusting.
ew,
Ew,
yeah,
it's still wiggling. Oh my god, this
Oh,
reminds me of
gross.
cockroaches, and now I'm really freaked out. I don't like it. This is
Are
gross.
they related? Entomologists in the
Disgusting.
chat, are they related? Gross. Also, I like the
Climb up.
smoke and the fumes around the orb, and
Go
it looks
poke it in
like
the butt.
Akhenaten is vaping.
Hello, poke.
It's like,
You didn't even notice me. Boom! Yes! Check that out.
There you go.
Yes, we are back in business. Alright, let's go destroy some
Nice.
things.
oh wow.
Nice.
In
Let's
one-
hope if I destroyed the right thing.
yeah. Someone in the chat is asking how accurate are these oversized scorpions? According to Herodotus, a lot.
According
Can I
to Clash of
carry
the
that?
Titans.
Yeah, also that.
How funny would it be if you can actually carry these? You pick them up
It
by
would
the
be
tail and
amazing.
then just drag.
Just
And then
Where would you carry him off to?
use them as a flail and then whoosh! Throw them on your enemies.
oh, I would love that. Bludgeon. All right, let's go destroy
Alright,
some
we
more
got, We got
symbols.
2 left.
2 left. Let's get it.
There's one somewhere over here.
Where are we even going? Oh yeah, because there are royal apartments.
Ew. Really?
Yes,
Are these different cartouches? Oh, we got some different ones here.
Yeah, who's Nezu?
No, these are.
Who's
The,
Hudiang? Who's
aren't those things that the people actually say? Is it
who's Diang Mut? I don't know her. I don't know her.
Looks like an insult, huh? Your mother.
Your mother.
Life of the mother.
Your mother living forever. Quella buona donna. Yes, there are nice gardens on this section. I think, maybe I'm mistaken, but I think that like they put something that's called the Maruaten, which would have not been in Amarna.
Really?
Yes, chat. We are reading the hieroglyphs. We are absolute nerds.
They have a Meruat. They have the Meruaten here.
No, they don't have a. Do they? I didn't see.
I don't recall. There's like one place called the Maruaten, but I don't think it's the Maruaten. They just got the name.
They just made it random.
Yeah. But while we go destroy
names
things,
like-
we can talk about the Maruaten and say why people got excited about it. What?
Doing
What
my
was
whole,
it?
I'm gonna climb buildings instead of.
Yeah.
You are in the residential quarter of the Aten afterlife.
Yes.
Now, beside the palace, you see, if you go right here, you see villas with gardens, with nice paintings. It's a lovely place to to live. It looks like, yeah. The Amarna elite residents, they are really inspired by the archaeological record here.
It's also interesting to see that even in the afterlife, there is still a class distinction.
Sorry, wait. Look at, wait. Can you go back and show us the gate? This gate? Gate to the left.
Oh, this gate.
Where where the carpets are leading.
Yes.
You came up?
Yeah.
Yes, this gate. You see, this is a typical Amarna gate because it has no lintel. It's called a broken lintel. It's meant to be like this. It usually has a little bit of lintel coming out. In this case, it has none, but it is meant to avoid a shadow. So when the sun crosses the sky through the gate, normally it's gates of temples, it wouldn't create a shadow. It's an invention of the Amarna period. That's very exciting.
It's fantastic. It's
Yeah,
fantastic. We don't have records of like how many people just fainted under the sun during worship hours, do we?
You know the Amarna letter. It's a controversial
That
interpretation.
one. I know what you're talking about. Go for it. Sorry.
Okay. Go for it.
The Amarna letters are clay tablets discovered in the 1880s with texts in cuneiform Akkadian. So cuneiform Akkadian was the language and the script of Mesopotamia at the time, and it was used for diplomatic correspondence. It's what like French was in Europe in the modern period, the language and the script. So we have this amazing correspondence between the royal court of Egypt in the time of Amenhotep III last years and Akhenaten, with a series of kings and kinglets. Usually they classify it as the great kings and the small kings. The great kings are the kings of the Hittites, Mitanni, Babylon, and Assyria. So the great neighbors of Egypt, some of them had friendly relationships, some of them later would not have so friendly relationship. All the other small kings are the kings of the Syria-Palestine area. So Gaza, Ashdod, Tyre, Beirut, all these smaller principalities that were under, they were in the Egyptian sphere of influence, but later on would move towards the Hittites. And they have a very, very interesting conversation with the king. They ask for presents, they ask for help. We know of military maneuvers at the time. And one of them has been interpreted as, I think, is one from the king of Assyria, who actually complains, says, I sent you an envoy, and he got a stroke, he got a sunstroke. You left him in the sun. You left him in the sun all this time. And what is the reason for this? Which is
He's like, respectfully, what the fuck?
Totally. I would absolutely see this happening.
Oh, I can 100% buy that.
There is a translation from the Italian scholar Mario Liverani that says it's actually not what the letter says.
Really?
Even though I like this reality. Are you crazy? You left the man under the sun all the time.
Like, honestly, yeah, what are you guys drinking over there? Well, you know. But yeah, I imagine that like worshipping under the sun for like several minutes under that sun would probably give you a stroke, or some
Maybe it was meant to happen.
Maybe it was meant to happen. Maybe that's how you commute with the god.
Yeah. It's like the god is strong. It's giving you a slap.
Yeah, slap in the face. I mean,
we have no reference to this. It's just.
I mean, we also know that like there's the beautiful Tutmosis IV stele that's like, oh yeah, I was hunting under the sun and then I fell asleep and I had a dream and the Sphinx spoke to me. I'm like, that sounds like a heat stroke to me. So, I'm no doctor, but
he was cute though.
Tutmosis IV.
Yeah, I like his mummy.
He was a short one, but everyone was short then. So, well, not everyone. Amenhotep II was not short. We know that because he made a point of telling us. He was like the Chad. So
take a look at these columns. They are much more richly decorated than the ones outside.
Nice,
I like
nice.
Them. Out of proportion.
They're a little squished, a little chalk.
Another drum would be a bit longer.
Yeah. Oh.
And also, round towards the bottom. It should be round.
Yeah. Also, Briana, I don't know if you noticed that like the rays of the big Aten in the sky fall onto the small Athens on the hands of the Sphinxes.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Once we get to the last. Well, once we get to the last shiny. Oh yeah!
Whoa!
Party hard.
Clap.
I'm so funny.
Oh my god!
See, people come here for the smart people, and then they stay for Briana's amazing
I mean, they came here
humor.
for the smart people, and we actually talked about underwear, which is a very interesting question. There are no stupid questions. I mean, you gotta ask, like, what did they wear? What they did not wear. Also, this game has like a little like an obsession with like stuff with Akhenaten with entrances being underwater.
Yes.
When we looked for
right.
like the Akhenaten temple, the entrance was underwater. I'm like,
it was like heavily roofed.
At the cave of the Temple of Karnak, you have to go on.
yeah, exactly.
How cool that is,
Yeah, we
coming
saw
up
that.
to see the sun. Look at that.
Oh, that is so cool.
That was awesome.
That is so cool. He's gonna die. It's gonna die. She's gonna kill him. He's gonna drown.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. I was just mesmerized by the lights. He's going towards the light.
I wasn't paying attention. Why did he drown? Well,
well, they still have these guys, these annoying taxi drivers, like in Luxor.
yeah, they do.
They come to you and they hit you. And hey,
They do. Exactly. You can slam your fist on their boat and say, "Hey, I'm walking here," and just yeet them. And get them off their boat. Well, you can reverse and then turn. No, gira.
maneuver.
Exactly,
My
maneuver.
maneuvering skills are just amazing, you guys. I should have lessons.
Pirates boat license.
Oh, whoops.
Oh well, bonk.
This poor man. I'm killing him.
He's just resigned to his fate. He's like, I mean, I'm already dead, so what's the worst that can happen?
I haven't.
My melons!
You know what? We're just gonna get out of here. Oh,
Pirate
something-
del Mar.
Ma'am.
I'm trying to kill him. I'm sorry.
The poor dude.
The poor man!
Yeah.
Oh, we even have.
I mean, he's resting in the afterlife, and even
Dead
there,
birds.
he has to endure.
Exactly. He's doing... Who killed all those birds? What the hell is going on in this place?
I think there's a
Means a
crocodile lair around here someplace.
Oh.
Chambers of reflection. Oh, okay. Oh, gotta go disturb the pigeons. Excuse me. Well, that one wasn't
Unfortunately.
disturbed at all.
That one didn't care. That one was like, nah, I am moving.
Must be from New York.
Yes. It's true. So we had the rats from New York in our past stream,
Oh, yeah.
and now we have the pigeons from New York. I wonder what we're gonna have next. I'm terrified to discover what we're gonna have next.
These fountains are so Hellenistic.
I was about to say that's a very nice Lutherium, but it's not Amarna at all.
How cool
So
is
once
that?
you've killed everyone
Oh, wow.
around,
That was a great shot.
This guy is trying to resurrect his friends.
Yeah. his minions. Yeah, sir, please,
bless.
sir. We're
Excuse
trying to do
me.
our job here. Thank you, sir. Oh wow.
Nothing to. That went through the shoulder.
Where is he running? Come back.
I'm,
Oh, this is one of those AC NPC meme videos on YouTube.
yeah.
Ooh, a
yeah.
cutscene. Let's watch.
Oh.
Ooh, what's happening there?
Oh,
What is that?
I wonder.
you triggered
That
the
was
atom.
anticlimactic, wasn't it?
Well,
He just decided
A
to
little.
be finished. Reach Akhenaten's throne. Oh, my hands are all sweaty. I'm gonna need to like
There's a mission.
take a moment here.
Play the
I'm gonna kill him. Oh, I can upgrade. What can I upgrade? I just wanna see. My horse's stuff and my quiver. Let's do that so that
the
way
quiver.
I can have enough.
The quiver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, project. What? Comet. Oh, cool. Okay, I just got an achievement unlocked.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh, we can
nice.
use the shards of stars.
Yes. For the first time.
move.
Bye.
Sir.
Yeah, he interrupted me on my quest to reach Akhenaten's thing.
You
Throne.
can play a mission. You see, there is the exclamation mark.
Yes.
It's a cute mission because it's related to not this one, the other one,
Oh yeah.
not
Yeah,
the gold.
it's a side. Yeah, there's a very nice side mission.
Don't go down. Don't go down. Wait, it's the other direction.
It's around. Yeah,
Throne.
yeah. We
Oh,
still
sorry,
have like
I'm heading to.
How much time do we have? You have to kill him now or what?
No, we can wait. We have like
You want
another
me to
good.
go get that quest, Kate?
Yes.
Yeah,
go-
sure.
Okay.
Yeah. It is a really nice quest, and it's a
turn
someone here is the Nebbit.
It was up here, yeah.
The Nebbit Dawi. Yes. It is a very nice quest, and it will give us a lot of stuff to talk about because it is a religious mission.
Yes. That's why I suggested.
Great
I
minds.
reviewed it yesterday, so I could be ready today. I was like, I have to play this.
Someone did their homework. That's good. But that's
that's
why I was like,
right.
no, we need to get into the tomb now.
Is it this one
because I
down
was like,
here?
Serious, not writing articles. This is serious.
this
one
is
down here?
serious. Yes.
Yeah, take care. It's guarded.
Oh, okay.
Can you have a look at the Colossus to the right?
Yes, we shall do.
Yeah, you see it doesn't have legs, and that's funny
Oh,
because
you're right. I didn't notice that before.
in the Cairo Museum that don't have legs because they're broken. Because
But it
nobody
would have had legs.
had legs.
Oh, okay.
They took the
Wow.
Colossus without legs, and they made them like a.
You're right.
That's
I
interesting.
didn't notice that
Because-
before. That's so funny.
Because when there's like Greek inscriptions in the game that are also broken, they tend to refill the broken spaces and recreate it into a whole what it would have been like, but it's a horrible reconstruction. But it's interesting that they don't do it here.
Some of them have legs, but these ones
But these ones don't.
you see them around the afterlife, and it's
Yeah.
because the original Colossi are not made of what looks like grey granite. The original ones are made of sandstone, which is quite fragile stone. They are very tall, and the legs of Akhenaten are very thin, so they probably fell and they were broken.
The British Museum would like to know your location.
Yeah.
They know. Trust me, they know.
Look at these weird cartouches. That
These are not the right cartouches.
yeah.
These are not the right cartouches.
You know, it would have been so easy for them to build a texture just with the Aten's cartouches because they're literally everywhere.
Yes.
Slap them on, you know, and I don't know why they invented
Yeah.
these weird ones. So bizarre. Okay, well,
Would we
whatever.
make hieroglyphs? Anyways. So, oh
For
yeah, so
anybody in
this,
Wash the scales from
yes, there is someone who is a prisoner.
Do
Leave the
not
guy
fear. They are my sole comfort.
down there.
Let me get these
So
guys
why is there a
first.
prison? Why is there a prison in the afterlife? Like, what kind of crimes can you commit in the afterlife? I mean, what kind of society, honestly?
Akhenaten.
Akhenaten society, that's right there,
Oppressive regime.
right? Of the heretic,
The names of Amarna.
as we see in the movie The Egyptian, an oppressive regime of monotheists and scantily dressed women who also use bow and arrows.
Where's this dude?
It's a questionable movie.
It's in the cell.
It's inside.
was
Oh, what are
behind
these
him.
things? Oh, sorry. I thought it was like down somewhere.
Have these
Left.
ones sent you to me?
That down there in the corner.
I grieve
sir.
the true gods. This is my crime. Are you the Lord of...
What happened to you, Neb?
I will return you home.
All right, sir.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, let's get it. Gods or creed. So Neb is like master or sir, and Nebet is the female version, which Bayek actually uses when he's addressing women in a respectful manner, which is most of the time. Because
I'm supposed to do something
Also-
with this dude? Oh, carry. Yes.
You know that people carry him to his house. You know that they use Neb and Nebet. They also use another very, very beautiful swear words. Neck.
Yeah.
neck, yep,
And
a lot of
neck.
neck at yadet.
Now, neck is Egyptian for fuck. It really means fuck. Excuse my English. It's the translation of it, and it's even written with
Of things they have forgotten.
that part of the human body. The male
Yeah,
part.
it's
And then-
a determinative to make you understand that yes, we really mean that.
Now, the funny thing is that it is still used in Egyptian Arabic.
We have some
No, it's
Arabic
the same
speakers
word.
in the chat, I think.
I don't know if I can say it without being extremely rude because it's really offensive. And I have
yeah.
in the chat there was a student before, so I don't want to.
Yeah, no, Yasmin
They use it.
confirms.
They use it. It's the same NK with a different vowel inside now in Arabic, and it means the same thing, exactly the same thing, and it is used in the same way Bayek is using it in the game.
Oh, it's interesting.
Yeah, well, you know, swear words, a great classic.
And then he also has
Yeah.
the Greek one. Every now and then he says, "Is that this one?" He says, "Metrokoites."
Yes, yes. You need to get on a boat, Briana. Do not drown this person.
Lovely. I mean,
Yeah, and
Why
this
did
Is he
you
gonna
say
fall?
it
He
into
fell
a
in. No.
Oh my god!
No, I threw it.
I'm gonna die.
My,
Go home. Swing to your home.
Go, just
sorry,
swim
my
away.
game went weird. Something strange happened there. Oh, you see, he can swim all by himself. Look at that. I don't need to carry this dude.
He's going. Okay,
He's
goodbye,
lazy.
sir.
Wow.
Yeah, my professor taught me there is a chat entry following on our conversation. Next,
Oh yeah,
make a donkey fuck you. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
that
wow.
works. I mean,
Wow.
you
I
know,
guess
it's
Nick. Now, vocalized with an I.
where's the guy? Did you
I'm
lose the
so
guy again,
happy
Brianna?
to,
Is he swimming?
Swimming by himself.
Is jumping on a boat, is he
He's
not?
going to that boat, isn't he? You're right.
No, he's not strong enough to walk, but he can swim and jump
And he
on a
can
boat.
commandeer a boat?
Oh, I
What
think he
is-
went to shore. That's what he did.
Oh,
I gotta
okay,
get him
that's
on
fair.
the boat.
You gotta get him on the boat, but like, sir,
Okay.
but you can swim,
How lucky are we that Ubisoft pre-programmed
right?
this
You can get
mechanic?
there.
Whoops, wrong button.
Yeah, let's not just walk on him. Just oh no.
He's
Not
already
ready now.
drowned too.
Okay, so how do I get
mean,
onto this boat?
can't
though?
die again.
Like,
You just walk on the boat with him and just put it down on the boat with Artie.
Yeah.
but he.
If you want, you can. If you want, you can bring the boat to shore first.
You can
and
bring the
then-
boat to shore and then this man.
I'm
He's
just. I'm
determined.
like, what is this guy doing? All right,
Oh
He's
let's get myself.
If you
out here.
put on the boat, he will come up by himself.
Will him?
Ah,
Really?
Okay.
I don't know. I just had the confidence.
He's just floating there.
Okay, bring the boat like as close
like,
to
oh,
That's
I
not-
am dying.
on the
Yeah.
boat.
I can totally swim across, but
But he's weak,
mm,
you know.
I'm gonna drive
Okay.
on top of him.
fake information.
Are you gonna?
Hey, just going
And now
on
he's stuck.
Dead Sea thing. I float.
He's swimming away.
No, sir, come back. We want to help you. Fucker.
I mean,
It's my fault because
We want to help you.
I purposely drove over him.
It's okay. He's getting to shore. He's getting to shore.
All right.
we were asking ourselves earlier, what kind of crimes can you commit in the afterlife? And now we purposely drove over
And now
someone with a boat.
Okay, but he was annoying.
Never underestimate me. To be a criminal.
To be fair, he was annoying. Look at him just chilling. I mean, honestly.
Right? He thought this was a
He's
vacation in Alexandria or something. Sharm el
He's a
Sheikh.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, my dude.
You just stay there. Just stay there. Don't you dare
run
move.
off.
I'm gonna kill you.
Let me try to move this some direction or another over to those stairs, presumably.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes.
If I can figure out how to move in a straight
Ugh.
straight line here. Whoosh.
Just cross. Don't go. He's gonna slide into the water.
Where did he go?
Oh my god.
Yes.
No, he's still there.
Oh, he's there. Okay,
Yeah.
it's all good.
If you bump something, he's gonna fall now.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean,
Oh, how fun would that be? Okay. All right. Oh,
I
sorry.
find landscape incredibly lovely. The idea of all these plants, aquatic plants, and
Mm.
the canes and the lotus.
the
And
burbs.
it's just wow. It really gives
No.
you of ancient Egypt, I think.
It is very pretty. And this is also like a really good like representation of a like upper E class neighborhood.
House
It's
of the
pretty.
Warriors. Okay.
Whoa. So we're just taking this man home.
Yeah.
We don't want any trouble.
Going on a nice
you
little
know.
stroll here.
Exactly.
This guy thinks he's on vacation.
Nothing to see here. We just not try to drown and then run over this guy with a boat.
How
Nobody saw that.
is it? How do I get down there? Oh, is it down here?
The stairs. Yeah.
Ah.
Yes.
Yeah, in front of you.
Yeah, that's it.
Gracious, immense, shining, you rise high. over
Slightly dilapidated place.
Oh, don't tell. Okay, I thought it was gonna be one of those ones where you had to really. Oh, I do. I have to really put him on the
Yeah.
spot here. Are you
Oh
kidding
my
me?
God.
This guy, I swear, I'm gonna kill him.
He could
That's
swim
right.
like 2 minutes ago,
He
and
could
now
swim.
he can't. Yeah.
And now he can't move like 5 centimeters. I mean,
Yeah.
sir,
All to your position.
everything you know.
you
How
has.
do you honor
Okay.
your family, your gods? I
Speak.
still honor the gods. Then you are blessed. Each moment they fade a little further into shadow. Only in the inky hours do they come. Tenebrous, hidden, but they whisper as I sleep.
They send you dreams. What do they say?
The chaos water swallow too. The blue hawk lies with the
We
forgotten.
are all reading religiously.
Yeah,
we are
like following.
trying to focus. What's happening?
Flaps his great wings, but he cannot escape the jaws
He's a
of the
scammer.
bloodless Titan.
Remember.
All right, so I hold this. Yeah, we're going to the hawk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You have to go the hawk, the ibis, and the cat. So what this guy, the discourse that this guy is introducing is the big question about the other gods during Akhenaten's heresy.
Gracious,
Um,
immense,
because I mean, when
rise high
if you
over
read
every land.
older scholarship, there are people saying he forbade everyone to worship all the other gods and destroyed all their images and made them outlawed and everything else. As always, there is some nuance to it. So I will let either of our Amarna people tell us about it.
I always
Because
hesitate to answer this question.
I don't know shit
because,
about it.
I don't want to just dive into my dissertation.
Well,
No, you should. You wrote a dissertation.
there is in the very nice book by Marianne Eaton Krauss about Tutankhamun, which is strictly fact-based. She doesn't speculate on anything. She just says, this is what we have. And she says there is not a single god image, cult god image, from before Akhenaten. He basically destroyed all of them. So that's true. So we definitely have a state policy that affects traditional polytheism in Egypt, and we do have obvious traces of hacking of the name of certain gods, mainly Amun, but not only. Anywhere the god Amun's name appears, it's been hacked. And anywhere you go in Egypt, if you can read it, it was either carved after Akhenaten or recarved, restored after Akhenaten. It was meticulous. It really sent around the country hundreds of people to do this job. Huh? And
creating work.
Yeah, job market is important. Or every dictator makes a lot of public works in order to employ people. No?
Thank you very much.
You think about Mussolini and Hitler; they were great architects, great employers of architects.
Yeah, lots of work, lots of archaeology. Just making big excavations and big roads.
You even have the hacking of the plural gods. So that's one of the things about it's monotheism. Maybe it's not really pure monotheism, but definitely going into that direction. It's the exclusivity of the Aten, and that's one thing. The other thing is that if we look into the Amarna households, and even in the royal palace, we still have amulets and small objects that are crafted in the shape or mention the traditional gods. So we really failed to understand what was going on here. What is the real purpose of certain actions? And so this is nice because in the game here in this afterlife, you do see some of the gods popping out here and there. And the fact that these Anubis are the guardians.
Briana, there is a hole in one of the things at the center of this platform.
Okay.
Under
This one maybe.
idea of monotheism.
All right. Whoops.
There you go. There's a hole. I saw you, and difficulty. So like.
Then the other thing is, what is the relationship between official religion and popular, or so-called popular?
I was about to say that. I was about to ask that.
Was the police going house by house in Amarna to check if you have any statue of Tauret, the hippopotamus, or they just wouldn't care? And because religion in the temples and regarding the king is something, and religion in the houses, popular piety, whatever you want to call it, is something else. And maybe they didn't even care. They didn't even care to police it, to make sure that everyone follows, because who cares about the populace? Huh?
Yeah, but like also like
we do. I mean, the problem is that we do have amulets in the royal palace of Amarna.
Right. It's much easier to stop people from worshiping publicly than privately, right? It's much easier because you just hack and take down the statues and you just whatever, get fucked. But like you can't like police everyone who wears an amulet. So
that's
it's
one thing that really has bothered me about some scholars, that they think that he was so fanatical that he did micromanage people, and I'm like, but no, because there's plenty of evidence that shows people worship their own stuff.
Mm-hmm. We
like
also
micromanaging would require so much effort, and like would also require like a pharaoh to think about other people, which is not really in character.
You also have the mention of the Apis bull in the Nevis bull in the Amarna boundary stelas. The city of Amarna, when it was created, had these 14 stelas carved in the rock around it. 3 on the west bank and the other on the east bank, limiting the new city. And he says, I will build the palace, I will build a tomb for me, a tomb for the queen, and I will build this temple and that temple. And he said, I will also build a place for the Nevis bull. Mm-hmm. What is the place of the Nevis bull in the Amarna religion? We don't know, we don't understand it. Now, there's a question about Moses. I think it's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Actual theory that Moses was actually based on Akhenaten.
Yeah.
Well, that started with Freud, no? With the.
Oh yes. Why am I not surprised?
If you read the book of Freud, and I did, it's actually a very interesting reading. It wasn't stupid at all. It was very, very well informed when he came up with the idea. But there is no doubt that the Bible, or whatever constitutes the Bible, the different traditions that are written and composed and sewn together in different times, has a lot of influence from Egypt, and that's no doubt about that.
Yeah, it's
that has anything historic. But Moses, the name, and the idea that Moses is Mose, like Tutmose, was quite appealing.
The fact that the pyramids were built by
that you still have scores of people believing it.
Right, and like let's clear that out. Let's clear that out here. They had unions. They had medical doctors. They were salaried.
Well fed. It wasn't probably the best life, but anyway, best life under an autocratic regime anyway.
But like I mean, it was a life. Also, like if you have underfed, malnourished, and disgruntled people that you need to whip to work, they're never gonna finish anything. So
yeah, it tells you a lot about the economic power, but also the ideological power, how people would commit to do something. I mean, think about Sneferu, and he built 3 pyramids.
Right.
Are you serious? Listen, like, no, I want another one, and then no, I don't. I want another.
Okay, to be fair, the first one was a fuck up. Okay, because they started with the wrong angle, and then midway they're like, "Oh shit, it's the wrong angle. We need to." And then Pharaoh saw it and was like,
"That's the second, actually. The first one."
Yeah, it was the bent pyramid.
Oh right. Didn't one? No, is it one of his that fell? That like crumbled? That was fucked up. No, it's not him. It's one of the later ones that just.
Well, my dome is not in a good shape.
Yeah.
It probably was, but it was probably pillaged afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
But there are different theories about what happened there. Some people think it collapsed. Some people think it was just pillaged afterwards.
I think those 3 pyramids are right next to each other in the game as well.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
But you can't enter the Meidum pyramid in the game.
No. But you gotta work things. I mean, even to build Akhenaten, which is the name of Amarna, like they must have needed a non-indifferent number of people and work power just to make all those bricks and lay them in place. And and build everything and put up all the temples and put up all the that's a lot. And for as much as you can consider Akhenaten's regime like oppressive and everything else, like to build something like that and make it last, you kind of need people to believe in that, at least for the time being.
Well, also you can encourage them with a paycheck.
Right. As we know, some people probably changed their names. We're not getting into that. Probably changed their names to better serve.
Definitely. They definitely changed their name because you have mature officials popping up with Aten composed names, and they definitely weren't born with that name.
Right. So
again afterwards.
There's no back to it. So it's you need some sort of incentive, let's put it that way. And I mean food and places and things are always a good thing to do.
Houses, the bricks and the molding and the colors.
Bonk.
You know that the violet color did not exist in ancient Egypt. They did not use it. Right? And whenever you see something painted violet, it's not real.
No, it's not a thing. They had some very beautiful blue, some very shiny greens. Violet is not a thing. Also some beautiful reds, to be fair, but like no purples.
I'm awful.
What are we looking? Oh, we're looking for hope. Yeah, there's.
Yes.
We're looking for Horus. Yeah, so we're looking for the old gods. We're trying to find them because this guy said that they come to him at night. When the Aten is not looking, so there's this big brother sense of it. And they whisper to him. So we're like, all of a sudden we are like in a thriller, in a espionage situation right now. In chat, when he picked up the Statuette of Thought, he quoted the oh my god. I'm not an epigraphist. I cannot cite inscriptions by heart. But I'm sure.
What did he say? I didn't listen to what he said when he picked up the statue.
I don't remember.
We're probably talking about underwear.
The Metternich stela, I can post. Okay, it's Wikipedia, but I think.
Oh, the story of thought healing Horus.
The Metternich stela is this chipus with magical formulas and very, very complex iconography for protection.
Oh, that one, yes.
From scorpions and the like.
I was like, oh, it looks familiar. Yes, it's in the mat. That's why it looks familiar.
Oh, Hemo, he mentioned his son. I love how in this children are treasured. It's so sweet to children and he's always helping them and so cute. I mean, Bayek I think is the best of the assassins. Well, whatever they are.
I made sure to keep jumping off the roof for the little kids that asked me.
Yeah, that's true. And when
it was so cute.
so when you play hide and seek with them in the temple, and there's a hyena for reasons.
Yeah.
No, Bayek has the range. He's like very sweet and playful with children, then he's fucking terrifying when he's killing his enemies. It's like it's beautiful. It's like it's very human.
I'm trying to. I started that last quest, did I not? Wait, is this the one I was supposed to do?
Yeah.
Yes, they stop you in the Fayoum.
Yeah.
What's the name of the girl? Shadia, yes,
Shadia.
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
That's so bad.
Heretic. Uh-oh. Wait.
Yep.
So we are going back to Akhenaten?
Yes.
Yes, now you have restored the statues of the gods that were considered relevant.
Yes.
And now you can go face boy.
Oh, so now you have to crack the main quest again, I think.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, now you can face him.
He jumped, not Alexios or Cassandra here.
We did that. We jumped from the top of the cliffs on top of Deir el-Bahri. We jumped down. We were like, let's see how he dies. He died poorly.
Yeah.
Just follow there's a discotheque down there. There is a There is a nightclub where Akhenaten is waiting for you to.
Yes, everyone raving with the glow sticks. Exactly.
Oh, it's where the sun is pointing right now. That's where I am.
Yeah.
Yes, follow the disco ball, and it will lead you.
Imitation.
The genuine imitation copies. No, that's one of the girls, the daughter of the forger. I think it's in one of the main game missions. Would you like?
Fayum. The boy who sells the fake things is in Fayum.
Oh yeah. A genuine imitation copy. It's like it's absolutely, it's 100% real. We made it yesterday. It's so real. That was the funniest mission. It also gives you like a good, the main theme of children are actually constantly trying to swindle you in these games for whatever reason. All children are either dead or swindlers.
It's the same because in Odyssey when you get to Crete,
with the Minotaur.
Minotaur
2
the Minotaur 2 the Force or something.
Merch.
Dude.
There's
please enter the temple through the main gate because it's quite something. You need probably to kill a few Anubis. Anubis is.
Anubites.
Look at these offering tables.
Yes. Look at that. They're actually quite nice.
They're very pretty. Still with the wrong cartouches, but that's okay.
Ooh, is this one?
Yes, we also have records of high officials.
Wait, Mango also. Wait, behind you just passed through Mango.
Yeah, there was Mango. Yeah, we've
Is not native of Egypt. Now it's very popular, but back then it didn't exist. It's native of Asia, Southeast Asia.
I mean,
So
in the Roman Empire.
I don't think they had.
But I don't think they had it, no. You know what? They had peacocks, and we see 0 peacocks here, and I'm very offended. Because they imported them from Persia, and they were like all over them. They're like, yes, these beautiful birds. But unfortunately.
You created that which walks on cobbles.
They would not have said oceans, but that's okay. That's me nitpicking.
I love the texture of the stone in general. It's so real.
Briana, why are you pushing people?
That's what I do, man.
You let me go. You need to enter from the main gate. Well, you don't need to, but I suggest you enter from the main gate because it's nice.
Okay.
You must.
Since you like killing people.
direction.
I think you can track the main quest again, and that will make it easier.
Oh, she's. Oh.
Oh,
Fun.
wow. Ooh.
Whoa, nice. Nice. The bane of Christian cases existence. Mangoes in AC. Yes. Well, yes. We like our mangoes, but like not necessarily.
We like our mangoes historically correct.
Exactly.
Hurrah! Okay.
Although
Is that the,
they changed that, and in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, instead of mangoes, you have cabbages everywhere. Just
We
like
have those too in Odyssey.
Ooh.
yeah.
Now I'm scared. Hey, so any
Remember to lock on. Use the machine gun.
I hope I have it filled. Let me just check. Why did I have to go in there? That was so dumb. I could just check by pressing the button.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me get a sip of coffee here.
Right, and
Full on ammo.
also like he's slower, but he has a pattern of movement. So try to. We'll see how it goes.
I only
Good
saw him
luck.
for that little glimpse of the shadow or whatever, and he looked really creepy. Like as I told you, he looked like the crooked man from The Conjuring 2.
That's very true.
I don't like that. I don't like it. I'm scared.
Oh, it's your boy. And look, these colossi have legs.
Yes, but they're also sitting.
Unfortunately, but you know, he's just gonna appear and and chill.
Ra's light.
I'm
Bayek
gonna
is
die a
like
lot,
here.
just so everybody who's watching knows. Okay,
It's
let's
okay.
see.
By
let's
Ra's
see,
light.
Let's see.
Bayek is channeling Sailor Moon.
He's so tall.
Oh wow.
Oh my god,
He is
he's so cool.
lanky.
Look how
He is
cool
lanky.
he is. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's got a big weapon like me. Alright, so
Long
Oh, wait,
feet,
I'm
Amarna.
using
Well,
the
he
wrong-
is tall.
All right, we believe in you.
Move.
so what's his
Lock on.
Yeah.
did I
Does
just
these
slice him in the
wings of-
crotch? That was pretty hilarious.
Oh,
I think you did.
Hold
Yeah.
on, I gotta get my other sword. Uh-oh.
yeah. Get the conductor
Wrong
of
sword.
souls.
Oh boy.
He's a tall boy.
Shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
to be
I'm
fair,
just-
he's
I'm
dead.
trying-
He doesn't need his crotch. He's already had all these children. So
6 daughters. He's still looking for the male here. Maybe
yeah,
Akhenaten.
exactly. Still trying to make the male heir, but unfortunately,
Oh, blessed. Okay. That was a. No, sorry, my thing just disconnected.
Oh no.
oh no.
I can still hear you guys, so we're cool.
Okay.
Run.
That was so hilarious that he just. Oh wow, he's very graceful, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's very choreographed.
Marna dance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He's a very graceful man. But also, sir, we are a very fast boy.
Chain attack.
Yeah, exactly.
Look
at that bow. Nice, nice.
Away.
Remember to keep locked so you can keep an eye on him.
It's when I use my bow that
Do you have the ability of arrows regenerating themselves?
I think we do. I think we did some grinding for those.
Because that's essential in the game.
Get out. Whoop. Nice, nice. With him, it's definitely like a waiting game. Because if it hits you, he's...
You can do the greater,
Whoa!
Yeah.
What's he doing there? Is he like getting new health or new power or what's going on with that?
We don't know. Nefertiti was doing that too, remember? And
moments of excitement every now and then. Where they...
Yeah, it's a family trait, you know. It's ritual.
He's getting faster.
Is he susceptible to fire?
You want like quarter or third of his health. Getting faster, no?
Yeah, you can use the other bow too. It's, you know.
Yeah, so difficult to kill. Nefertiti, I died like 45.
Oh, yeah, no, Nefertiti, it took us like 40 minutes to beat her ass. Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Well, it's because I am dumb and I don't know how to do things.
I think it is the entire part 2 of the stream.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, part 1 was like an hour.
Doing dumb things just now. I forgot how to use my bow.
You forgot how to use a bow?
There, yeah. Hilarious. Alright.
Nice. Nice. Sir, we also tried to set Nefertiti on fire and unfortunately it didn't work, but we tried really hard.
Dude, seriously. I hate when I accidentally do that.
Ooh.
No, I'm trying to move, and it's not.
When they excavated the royal tomb in Amarna, the first time it was, I think it was Alexander Barsanti in 1894. They found human remains badly burned, and even though, well, this is questionable whether they were actually human remains and but the speculation was that they actually drag him out of the tomb and burn them, because burning in ancient Egypt was a way of completely destroying any chance of survival in the afterlife. Now this is not really. I don't think it's really something we believe anymore. But at the time, it was like, I think it's in Cyril Aldred biography of Akhenaten. It's given as a strong possibility.
That would have been extra, but
they could have done it. Why not? The sarcophagus is in the Amarna royal tomb is smashed into tiny pieces. Yeah. And here also there are two interpretations. No, the easy one is where they went in, they took him out, and they smashed everything because he was a heretic. The other one is that they didn't want anyone to use the sarcophagus afterwards, so they broke it in order to preserve it, not to have it reused. Well, you don't know, you never know. I mean,
you never know. I mean, I can see them like being so hell bent on like canceling him that they were like, we're canceling him with fire.
Yes.
We're just just to make sure that he doesn't survive, like not even his body survives. And even like the that one, you know which sarcophagus, that one whose cartouches were taken away and like basically half of the face is taken out, and there's like the eye and the beard and
the one that
you know that one. Even that one, they were like, we're breaking everything, we're breaking all the shit on purpose.
That's from the KV-55.
Yeah, exactly, it's that one. They were like,
take care, huh? You are in a bad shape.
Yeah, roll away.
That's why I'm running, so that I can get some health back up again.
Yeah, away from the fool.
Yeah, exactly. You've been doing great.
Yeah, you're doing well.
It's almost done.
I'm luckily listening to you and like you guys are relaxing me and you're not telling me to do this and that and confusing me because it's the stream that you guys are seeing, it's delayed, and I'm like, I already did that, but now it's
Oh yeah. The only thing they were telling him to do is just barrel roll away from him and then beat his ass.
Yeah, and
that's the only thing. I don't know if you're
No!
Oh shit!
Let's keep
going.
Yeah, no, exactly.
No, I made some mistakes and that was my fault because I am not. Oh, that's right. We gotta do all this crap again. But luckily we can skip.
Well, this shit. Yeah, we can skip. F in the chat. It's our first death.
Oh.
All right, hold on. Let me make sure I got my right
someone
here.
Someone is blaming me already, but like
blaming you for what?
Yeah, it's okay. That's how I know we're friends.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. It's alright. I mean, I blame the Aten, the disco ball, but or the government, which in this case is Akhenaten.
What? Sorry. I pressed the wrong button.
When I played this, let's talk about other things so Briana doesn't get...
Yeah, exactly. Let's talk about something else.
When I played this the other day, yesterday actually, if you go on the wall that surrounds this large hall, you have actually between the columns, you can still see when she moves around these pieces of cloth hanging, and they have they're almost transparent, which is very interesting because it looks like the byssus, the royal linen manufacturing. That was this kind of linen, very very fine, very expensive, and it was of the highest quality. It was a royal manufacturing, at least what we know from later periods. And it's almost transparent. You can actually see it hanging, and when you go up, maybe when you kill Akhenaten, you can go up and see it. You can see through the cloth hanging. In this case, you have some images of Akhenaten worshipping the Aten again, obviously, because everything must be about him.
Well, clearly.
Life, as he tried in his real life.
Do we know when he was born? Do we know what star sign he was? Because all of these making...
That would be very... I would like to know that myself.
Listen, making everything about himself and destroying his enemies, that screams water sign and Scorpio to me. Because, I don't think that a Leo would necessarily be so poisonous about things, but a Scorpio would. Like, they would take offense and just, just go and destroy things on purpose. Sir,
but you know that Freud was analyzing Akhenaten also in this. Now you know how Freud is obsessed with sex, but also with childhood memories and the way the Oedipus complex. How he killed his father. He killed Amun and changed his name, and he relates to that maybe as a kid he was mistreated or something like that.
I mean, okay, he wasn't...
close relationship with his mother, because Queen T, the Dowager Queen, is still shown in Amarna having an estate and having a palace and participating in the royal... So Freud created all this very nice psychological, psychiatric portrait of Akhenaten.
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't the first child, the first son. So... maybe they liked his brother more than him because he had a cat and he didn't.
Yeah. The very, very cute sarcophagus of the cat of...
exactly. The she-cat.
Named Tamosa or
Tutmos.
He was the high priest of Ptah in Memphis.
Yeah, exactly. And his cat was called the cat. Yes. Oh, so cute. She's so cute with the necklace and everything else. But we don't know. We don't know anything about this. Come again?
Sorry, I think we have to explain. Maybe not everyone knows what we're talking about.
Oh right, send the sarcophagus. So Akhenaten was not the first son of the firstborn son of Amunhotep and T. They had another son who was the crown prince and high priest of Ptah in Memphis. but he died before he could access the throne, and he had a cat for whom he had a beautiful sarcophagus made so that the cat could become the Osiris in the afterlife. And we don't, we basically don't know anything else about this other prince apart from his name and like his title and the fact that he had a kitty cat. But we also don't know like if Amunhotep was a bad father or anything of the sort. He was also a man full of himself. For Amunhotep III, I would say he may have been a Leo because the man had a big ego. Like, absolutely. Yes. So once you become the Sun King, but this is now astrology hour, so we're doing horoscopes.
You know that one of the theories is that they ruled together for a certain time, and then Amenhotep III became the Aten. So you have the Temple of Luxor, where the representation of Amenhotep III worshipping himself as a godly image, and the same solely. So the idea is that actually the son became the king, and the father became the god, and that's the Aten. Mabruk, yeah.
Yes. See, it was all the talking. It was all the talking.
Hey, that was just.
It's also easier than Nefertiti, you gotta be honest.
Yeah, Nefertiti was an absolute bitch. With all due respect. Respectfully get fucked. Anyways. So the Aten was picked up by his successor. Was he ever a god or only a mortal? Well, I mean, that's theological questions. If you ask him, clearly a god.
Ooh, look at all those XP I just got. Thank you. Akhenaten.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Akhenaten to rest.
That was fabulous.
The high priest, God's wife of Amun.
Oh, we had opinions about her. And now you can go talk to the guy with the old gods again.
Over here.
Hui.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can we take
Following
a look
that.
at this obelisk first?
Absolutely, yes.
Oh, we got some.
That is the disco obelisk.
It's shining.
Yeah.
But I don't like the way they did obelisks in the game.
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sir.
I just killed
wow.
your man.
Yeah.
So,
You're superior. Like, shouldn't you
Which
just...
chant did I think they have?
That's a loyalty beyond them.
Right.
Gonna loot this first before I kill this guy.
Exactly. The important things. Good.
Oh, that was a nice...
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
nice thing. What is it? What are we saying? What are we calling that?
A finisher?
Kill cam or... oh, look at these horn
Fatality.
and disc staff.
A fatality,
thingies.
right.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Ooh, we have some Hathor.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
These are very nice altars, actually. The platforms with the staircase and the altar on the top is really Amarna.
Yep. Yep. It's really cool.
Oh, yeah. Someone in the chat says this is a C1 goodbye. Yes, that's how they say goodbye in C1. By casting you with a sword. It happens.
Goodbye, Yak.
Ooh, I have my arrows again.
Oh my god. So we have the disco obelisk.
Don't.
Exactly. It's like yeah. And arson as always. I was concerned.
Gotta fit it in there somehow.
Yeah. I was very concerned that like you hadn't set anyone on fire for a good 10 minutes. Like who is this woman?
Yeah.
Who is this woman? What's up with that?
We have an arsonist audience to please.
Exactly. Like,
I wonder if I can climb to the top of this and then do one of those leap attacks.
I mean, maybe you'll die, maybe you won't, but it's gonna be what a way to go. Also, yes, we have an arsonist. We have the fame of arsonist. We could say that is our firebrand.
What's written on the
I'll see myself out.
Oh, check that out! These guys are like dying. Oh man,
Oh
this is
my
fantastic.
God.
I am having time of my life right now.
This is a whole vibe.
Oh, this is
Sitting on an
this
obelisk,
is really glorious.
throwing fire bombs.
Arson in the afterlife part.
Exactly.
Look
exactly.
at that! Like
I'm-
I just slayed all of them. Look at this pile of Anubises. Died by fire. I thought it would take more than. Let me see here.
I don't think you can reach that with a
I think I'm
firebomb.
out. I think
Oh,
I'm out of
that is
things.
sad.
I
Look how this gold is floaty or whatever. I don't even know
Yeah.
what terms I'm using.
It's-
Oh,
it's
come
vibing.
closer.
It's
I
vibing.
can.
It's
Leap attack.
Eastwing.
Yes, I did it. Woo! Haha. Wait, this
Yay.
guy's still alive after all of that.
Oh.
How?
Oh, because he has a
That's-
shield.
That is
Yeah,
a
that
tough
looks
dude.
fantastic for your knees. I would 100% recommend jumping from an obelisk
Oh, look, we have Colossi with their legs.
with legs. Nice, nice.
Very
Finally,
nice
with the legs and
Look at these nice legs.
the
Beautiful.
hips.
Mm. Shouldn't they actually? Isn't it longer? The skirt, his kilt is longer than this. I thought.
Yeah,
It
it's
covered
longer.
his knees. Huh.
Just above the knees.
Yeah.
That's a fashion choice because if you're short legs, a skirt of that length is really gonna cut your legs and it's gonna make you look shorter than you are. So, but maybe he didn't have good legs. I don't know. We know that Mark Antony was really fond of his own legs, and so he would wear the equivalent of a mini skirt because he wanted to show his thunder thighs.
Really?
Yes. Well,
Thunder
really,
thighs.
yes. We don't know. We are told that, but who the fuck knows? But I buy that because Anthony was extra. So,
Mark Antonio.
I see Mark Antonio. He was extra. So anyone who calls themselves the new Dionysus and calls his son Helios and his daughter Selene must be extra, huh? I think we can all agree. So,
we can.
history time. Mark Antony had twin children with Cleopatra, and in their general delirious state, they decide to call them like the sun and the moon, because why not? And to basically bequest most of the Eastern Mediterranean to them. So yeah.
But the daughter eventually married the king of.
She married a nerd. The daughter married an actual nerd. She married Juba II of Mauritania, who had also been taken as a hostage in Rome, and he was like a nerd. He was interested in books and libraries and geography and explorations. And they were like, well, we have two teenagers of breeding age, and they are of opposite genders, and they're both useful as pawns. Why don't we just marry them? And so they did. And so actually Cleopatra's blood continued for at least a few generations. We don't know for
They have an
how much.
amazing tomb in Algeria. Yeah.
They do.
Of Juba and Cleopatra Selene is deep. And it's based on the mausoleum of Augustus in Rome that Juba had seen. He was in Rome. So he went back to his kingdom and said, I want a tomb like the emperor.
I want that. That's nice. No, Juba II is like a fascinating character. He was like, he was a cool guy, and he also personally funded some geographic, some explorations because he was interested in the geography of like the Atlantic part of Africa. So yeah, and he wrote an account himself, basically. Well, himself. We don't know if he had a ghostwriter, but he wrote one. So we are now in family history. Oh, hooey. Oh.
Lord of the
He's taking his statuettes back.
That's so cute. It's like little toys. I like how he's placing them like this.
They're action figures.
Yeah. Isn't that what little kids do? They're very careful with placing things. It's so
Ooh,
cute.
what is that?
You think you betray your past by
Ooh, the towel.
The towel went.
Yeah, the towel just.
the tenets you live by. They
Ooh.
are within us.
Ooh, he's meeting
Oh, what?
himself. Is that what's happening here?
We too
Oh.
value the innocent.
Oh yeah.
He wants to show himself how hot he
We
is,
too
I guess.
long for peace.
Look at me.
If you desire
Are you gonna have to
peace,
fight yourself? 'Cause that would be interesting.
This is not the Legend of Zelda, unfortunately.
Quest completed. Okay. All right. Well.
Nice.
Nice.
Cool stuff. Almond's might. That looks like a really awesome sword.
It is a really cool sword. And like the last thing.
It.
Oh yeah. There's a Garden of Circuit in this afterlife as well.
Instant charging. Charging.
It is a nice sword. The adrenaline.
Oh. That's kind of cool. Look how nice that looks. Oh, that's stunning. Tutmosis sword.
And you should also have received Akhenaten's
yes.
blade.
His sickle sword, the living one.
Yeah.
Instant
exactly.
charging also.
Nice.
Oh, cool. Love it. Love. Look at all this. Look at all these goodies I got. Huh.
Oh yeah, you can make a shit ton of money.
Oh, this looks cool. Sleep on hit. How fun is that? Oh, I can make somebody sleep and then I'll assassinate
and then
them.
set them on fire.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Who said that? Ooh, okay.
Right on. So.
Nice. So, well, we are at a 2 hours mark.
Yes.
We've killed Akhenaten. We have restored the true gods. Yes, Ramesside propaganda. And speaking of Ramesside propaganda, next week we will actually meet the man, the legend, the boy, Ramesses II.
Can we do something
because
fun and
kill
sorry
people?
to interrupt, but just visit Hermopolis.
Yes,
to
you
visit
should.
Hermopolis.
While we have Daniele here,
exactly.
I think we should yell about Smenkara's tomb.
I need to replenish my fire bombs, though. Where can I do that?
I think
at your
if you
local
go...
fire store.
Oh yes, the blacksmith.
Yeah, if you go back to the real world and go to a blacksmith, you can replenish them. So this was,
that's right. We're in the afterlife right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
It seems so real.
They don't have
Oh my god!
fire
Look at
stores in the
this, you guys. Intense.
Oh, I hadn't seen that.
That
Wow.
is amazing. What?
That is cool.
What is this over here? Ooh, it's a question mark.
That
We'll
is
figure
cool.
that out some other time, though, shan't we? All right, so I gotta come over here.
That's the obelisk with the scorpions.
Yes,
Oh,
it's the
circuit.
Garden of Circuits. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, where you get my favorite outfit.
We've done scorpions today.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we one-shotted.
Mm-hmm.
One-shotted scorpions. Do you remember how to get out?
Like this, right? View Thebes.
Yes,
Zoom
exactly.
out.
Hurrah!
But then you
and
view it.
We will go to the
And then you
Atlas.
select one of the travel points in Thebes.
Yeah.
What is this?
You can go to
Yeah, we can do that, and then we'll fast travel yet again to
that's fine.
Hermopolis.
What is the closest?
I have to get a thing. That's right. I have to find a blacksmith and replenish my stuff so we can set the Abu Simbel, Hermopolis Temple of Fire.
Yes, we'll have Daniele. If you have time, we will set Hermopolis on fire. Good.
Yeah, why not?
So, and
But-
we can also talk about Smenkara.
I want to say something. I want to say something about how upset I am that you don't see the Apis bull in the Temple of Ptah in Memphis after you play the mission.
Right.
You have the enclosure and everything, and the beast is not there.
And the baby is not there. The baby, which would have been an absolute unit.
Yeah, but you look at the enclosure; it's full of shit of bull and straw.
Full of bullshit, would you say?
Oh.
Literally. I think if you go to Crocodilopolis, you can see
the sacred croc.
Yeah.
Crocodile. But you can't see Apis bull. And this is the Apis bull is one of my favorite animals.
Maybe explain to the chat who is the Apis bull and what does an Apis bull do?
I can say
Who that?
If you insist, I can say.
I have to. I gotta step out for like 2 minutes, but I'll be back. But you can explain.
Well, the ancient Egyptians had two kinds of sacred animals. The sacred animal that was sacred to a god. So we can say for Amun was, for example, the ram and the goose. For Thoth was the ibis bird. For Hathor was the cow. So it was just an animal sacred too. And you might find some examples of these animals in the temples. The second category is the god that itself, the animal itself is the god. And you would have only one of them. For example, in Mendes in the Delta, it would be another ram. But it's only one. Not all rams in Mendes are the god. Only that specific animal. Mm-hmm. And one of them was the Apis bull in Memphis. It was a bull that had a specific mark, something like a white triangle on the front and other things. So when the Apis bull dies, they have to mummify it and bury it and provide him with a tomb and equipment. And then they have to set on a journey to find the new Apis bull. Where is it? So they have to scout the land. The priests have to scout the land to find a calf that was born, obviously, after the death of the previous one. And they need to look for the marks. When they find it, they take it and they install it as the new Apis bull in the enclosure of the Temple of Memphis. And then he would live the life of a real god, with perfumes, with jewels, with the best food, with the best treatment. No? They would give him incense and stuff. Now the Apis bull it was also famous because it used to give an oracle. Mm-hmm. If you approach the Apis bull and you try to feed the bull, if he takes the food from you, that's a good sign, or it's a yes. If it refuses to take the food, that's a bad sign. It's a no. And then we have what is it, Germanicus, that comes to Egypt. Well, I am in Egypt now, so comes to Egypt, and they tell him, the Apis bull does this. Yeah, okay, let's try. They go to Memphis and he tries to feed the Apis bull, and the Apis bull doesn't want to eat. I say, okay, fuck it. It's just a stupid Egyptian god, no? In 2 months, the man was dead. And he was young and healthy, went to Syria, and didn't come back alive. So I think that was like a big advertisement for the Apis bull.
Oh, yeah.
The oracle was.
An excellent PR.
Let's kill off the heir to the Roman imperial throne. See.
I mean, it was also like generally an unfortunate position to be, because... Anyways,
either the Apis or some relative would poison you.
Yeah, or you would be stabbed by your own lovers. Who knows?
Look how offensive Hermopolis is.
It's Abu Simbel or Abu Simbel.
Yes. I'm offended. It's disgusting.
It's Abu Simbel on steroids, but also not. Yeah, exactly. It's like Six Flags, Abu Simbel.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. Well, we're gonna set it on fire, and then we can sing "Viva Las Vegas" on the smoking ruins.
Let me also get flame arrows. Just to...
Right. So, Hermopolis did not look like that. The temple that we are seeing here is actually much more south. It's the temple of Abu Simbel, which is basically Nubia. It's past Aswan. And for some reasons, they just transported it to Hermopolis, which has nothing to do with Abu Simbel, very little to do with Ramesses II, who was the one who built Abu Simbel. And just, they put it there for reasons. Which cult statues are in there before we set everything on fire? Who that?
Should be Thoth in here with ibis form, I believe.
Oh, okay, fair enough. At least they got the right god.
Yes.
At least they got the right god. Abu Simbel you may have seen because it's the one that when there's the winter solstice, the first rays of the sun illuminate 3 of the 4 statues in the back of the temple. Apart from the one that's supposed to be in the afterlife. In this one, we just have Thoth 3 times.
All time.
Yeah.
Hermes Trismegistos.
Oh, nice. That's true.
That might be actually a reference to.
That's true. That's true. I see you, Pico della Mirandola. I hear you.
That's out.
Yeah.
Are you burning Hermes?
Dr. Jackson is very upset at the fact that they basically put Abu Simbel in Hermopolis, which had its own temples and its own things that did not look like that, and they were not like that. And also the tomb of Smenkhare in Hermopolis.
In Hermopolis, there was a temple by Philip Arideus, the temple of the Ptolemaic temple of Thoth is at least the hypostyle, I think, was built in the early Ptolemaic or Macedonian period.
That got just
it existed until the French expedition of Napoleon, and then it was dismantled. It doesn't exist anymore.
Why did they dismantle it?
Stone.
Oh, fair enough. It makes sense.
I think it was one of those early lime factories in the time of Muhammad Ali, part of Egypt, where they found limestone and just bake it in the oven to get lime.
I mean, it works. That's what happens to many temples.
Yeah, in that 20 years period, a lot of buildings were destroyed, unfortunately.
My God, how many people are in this temple?
It's really
why is it so crowded?
Just walking towards you.
Like, yes, sir, please die. I just set everyone on fire.
He literally saw you kill someone and then he just walked over.
Yeah.
Cool. Yo, man.
That's fine, sir. But like, as long as you're wearing the right attire, you can kill people.
Why did I freeze? There we go.
Oh no!
I got frozen. It was
it's okay.
The wrath of Thoth.
It was the wrath of Thoth.
Okay.
There's a distinct lack of monkeys in this game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very annoying.
True.
Let me, in fact, get my...
Monkeys.
Oh, it's all the way down there.
All
right,
monkeys were in where the shepherd, the German shepherd of the Egyptian police.
Yeah.
Baboons are very smart and they're very fast, and you have several really. The one is famous in Saqqara, in the causeway of the Temple of Unas, of the Pyramid of Unas. You have policing a market with baboons on the leash. They are it is.
Yeah, baboons are also like scary effective if they want to bite off your face because they have fangs.
Yeah.
And they will bite off your face if provoked. They're terrifying. I have no love for primates that have too many fangs.
The Egyptians also, they like the baboon because in the morning it gets very excited and it jumps when the sun rises. The baboons are like monkeys,
Exactly, they jump around. They make a lot of noise. So you actually have this.
So they interpret it as a sign that the baboon is worshipping the sun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, is it Tutankhamun's tomb that you have any tomb with the hours of the night, like the last hour of the night is full of baboons praising the sun.
Tutankhamun.
Yeah, and because they're.
There is also something in this game I don't like, and it's the urban landscaping. It's too contemporary. I mean, they really didn't care about squares and nice flower pots and public ornaments like this.
Honestly, they didn't. Public space doesn't exist.
Yeah, you wouldn't have in an ancient Egyptian village a space like this, or a square with marble and all these nice, local unit flower pots that they go and garden. You would have flower pots in private houses, though. You have in the Amarna villas, you have the entrance with a very nice Magi are supposed to protect the innocent.
Okay, but then again, Magi are not supposed to exist at this point in time. So
I mean,
do
what you want.
Move on.
Exactly. When you're satisfied with the bloodshed, I think we can go back to Isidora to finish the main quest.
Oh!
To report to her.
I don't know how I was supposed to. Sorry.
Quietly.
What?
Or actually, which quests are left from
That was weird.
Oh, I thought I did see like a prompt to go back to Isidora.
Yeah, right? So let's see.
Oh, whoops. Wrong button. I had to do my signature. I'm gonna kill someone. I only sliced him once, and then the rest of it was he died by poison.
Sad. Sad. Yeah. Last time there were a lot of people dying of poison for, because they were like, oh, there's a dead body with some smoke around it. Let's go investigate that.
Curiosity kills the cat.
Yes,
Indeed.
exactly.
Indeed. How are the cats? Because chat, we have 4 cats around, and we have seen only one of them.
Yes, Bagheera's tail was floating around over here somewhere. All right, where's
she's in the temple. Look at the quest.
I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's another cat.
Oh, here. Right? I have to. Yeah, speak to Isidora.
Oh. There's a cat. Oh.
That's a beauty.
So
That's a
cute.
beauty.
He's 17 years old in May.
Oh,
Wow.
he's a grandpa.
Wow.
Ancient. He's an ancient.
Oh, he's ancient.
His name is Ramses, by the way.
Name was,
Is
what?
it
I missed that.
Rameses.
Oh.
Ah, nice.
How cute. Where is this horse? Oh, it's stuck in the water. Ugh, useless. Useless.
Whoops. It drowned.
We'll just have to, oh, they're doing this again. We'll have to go.
Yeah, they're doing the
on
opet like
festival.
again.
The perpetual ceremony.
Yeah.
The Rams are not the Karnak Luxor Rams. They are the Soleb, no? They are the ones, or not Soleb, maybe Sebua, one of the Nubian temples.
Yeah. Yeah. There are. Oh my God, there are some like that at Jebel Barkal too.
Oh, but they come from Soleb. The Jebel Barkal ones are Amenhotep III, moved by Pianchi.
Our fave.
There she is.
There she is, looking fabulous as ever, with all these golden feathers.
You have seen the land of the dead, yet still live.
No,
Nefertiti and Akhenaten are no more.
They did.
I walked through the field of reed.
They dead.
They did. Sorry.
Never there. I doubt I ever will be.
Never
She
done.
looks fabulous.
I do not need to know
Yeah.
what you have
She
done
is.
to know that the
She
I attempted
is.
to do an Isadora look the other day, but you
I will
can't
help you find it.
come close to how fabulous she is.
You don't have enough gold, unfortunately.
And
It could have been stolen from any of that.
and the leopard skin.
Mm-hmm.
I had Tikhon's funeral
Akhenaten
today.
passed it with successes.
It is
Could
like
have been stolen from any of the tombs, and she's like, well.
quite well.
No.
Yeah, I know a thing or two.
While that robbed Nefertiti's tomb did say he was working with others, but,
Tikhon.
well,
What happened? Is he dead? Soldiers coming.
Is he dead? Well,
Please, you should not be seen.
He dead.
There.
he fell into my knife. He fell into my knife 10 times.
We have been investigating a ring
Should
of
not be seen.
unsanctioned tombs.
Yeah, also priestess. I mean, who the fuck are you? You don't address the the great wife of Amun as priestess. Who do you think you are?
Your differences
She wouldn't be there anymore.
She wouldn't be there anyway. She wouldn't exist anyway. But if she did, you would not address her. With like.
He's a Greek captain. Who cares? He probably worships something else.
Someone naked.
Comrade of your strategy.
Was I supposed to do
It's
that?
Ooh.
I mean, I don't see why not. Might as well. She's just staying there. Just get out,
This
ma'am.
guy is just waiting. He's like in the movies when they have 10
yeah, they-
guys and against one, and for
Oh,
some
yeah.
reason
They
they
just
all wait.
Yeah, they all
Yes.
attack one by one.
Okay, so
Uh-huh.
is that where we are?
Sorry, ma'am.
What's she
Yeah.
doing?
So
she's
this.
like lurching around. What is she- Look at his hand. What's happening here?
Out of here.
Just some concerns.
Is that the phone ringing?
they're oh, the stove off.
She's like not even worried in
She's
the
going away.
slightest.
She's just, bye. Go back to your temple. Where are you going?
That was hilarious. Oh my goodness.
She's
Right.
just going. Okay, so I think this is a great stop.
Oh,
Great
look,
stopping
look at these
point.
people. They're over here. Oh, wait, hold on. We gotta see these people be stupid.
Oh, we gotta
and
see these people
die.
dying.
Look,
Yeah.
this guy is just
Oh.
standing there. Okay, we gotta watch him. He's gonna look at this. Look at this. Look,
Oh my
go
god.
for it. Go for it, man. You're gonna explode and
Oh,
die.
oh, oh,
What a
This
bunch
is
of
even
idiots!
worse.
Oh
They
my
just keep
God.
going. I mean, this is
they just keep
incredible.
dying.
Are you gonna get desynchronized because of that, or is it their own fault?
It's their own fault because they.
It's their
walked
problem,
past
not
the
yours.
thing. Oh, look at their throw up. It's like
Oh,
neon
no.
green,
Oh no.
and they just keep walking. That guy just
do it
dropped.
again.
I love this chick is walking by.
What was
again.
it
They're
I
just-
said when I lost it?
I'm just standing
It's a
here.
massacre. It's a
like-
massacre.
Man. So
I
bad.
love this axe. It's the most wonderful thing. And all these idiots keep walking by. What's going on over
Yeah.
here? Why are all of
Also,
these
why is
people
everyone dying?
There's like 10 corpses and everyone is like, oh yeah, just let me walk on this carpet. Oh, how many? Look at them.
I know.
Oh
it's
my God.
absolutely incredible.
Okay, this is the COVID visualization that we need.
It is. It is. Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's
Well, look at the guy said, "Oh, move," and then he dies too.
But this
Would have
these
been
guys,
anti-diarrhea.
the last few
It's
right here.
so bad.
And people
got-
keep
we
coming
got
in
two-
and
Oh
dying.
my god. It's just, you're gonna kill the entirety of the map. Like they're
This is
all
by
going.
a terrorist.
Alright, we
man.
got one more
This is
guy.
by a
One more guy,
terrorist.
and then.
I hope someone clipped that. because-
What is this?
Yes. Okay. I think we got the last one. All right.
Okay, they're
everyone
all
else
dead.
is finally smart, and they're running away. This guy's got his arms crossed. Oh, you look suspicious. What are you doing? What are you doing?
So are you okay? Are you
Leave
Look
me
at this
alone.
guy. He's doing that same motion.
Or is the exact same
You're
guy?
pretending like they have nothing to do with what's happening here.
No
That
one
is-
is shocked.
That is fantastic.
What
That
is
woman
Look
this?
at this pile,
no,
you guys.
some
This
people
is
are vaguely
How
incredible.
many are there? 1,
This
2,
is
3,
brilliant.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people.
Okay, SASA gaming team massacres 11 civilians.
What we like to see.
The SASA Gaming Team executes Assassin's Creed Origins.
Exactly. That's what they did with an exe file, right? Executable. So yeah, we did.
I mean,
Well, on that
Well,
note,
Well,
Yeah,
on that
I mean-
note, thank you very much. Thank you everyone in the chat for following, asking questions.
yeah, thank you so much.
Keeping up with our delirious state. Thank you, Daniele, for joining
Yeah.
us. It has been an absolute treat to have you and your cats here.
Mhm.
Thank you,
Thank you for
Briana.
all of your insights and wisdom.
Exactly, and
knowledge.
knowledge and things and
Mhm.
Yes.
opinions. Thank you, Briana, for killing Akhenaten in 2 goes. Fantastic.
Yeah.
That was
and 11
intense.
people accidentally.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. It
Accidentally.
happens. Accidentally.
How do you spell accidentally with an X or?
All right. Yeah. Once with the series of streams is done, we're gonna have like a compilation of the worst puns.
Yeah.
There are
It'll
many.
be like 2 hours long.
Yes.
I mean-
yes. It's gonna be as long as any stream.
Oh, I froze us. I'm sorry, because I
It's okay. It's okay. You touched OBS, so thank you, Alex, for being a trooper today
Yes.
and being among 2 Italians and 3 Egyptologists.
What better company is there?
Right?
Mhm.
Thank
That
you
is a
for
lot.
And thank you to our viewers. And your questions were
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, it was
True.
excellent. Thank you. So
And
next
the
week
banter.
we're gonna have yet another Italian, yet another Egyptologist, and we are going to beat Ramesses II's red-haired ass. So
Red hair.
yes. So join us next week. Well, while we diss people who have red hair and think they are gods once again. And thanks everyone. Have a good night.
Bye.
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 Thank you.